Right. Of course, if you know me, I am Dan Day along with my cousin Vladimir Louison. And our culture celebrates a lot of things. And it celebrates All-Star break. It celebrates Olympic hockey break. And it also celebrates the Mardi Gras. This coming Tuesday is going to officially be Mardi Gras. Then it's Ash Wednesday. You have to atone for your sins. Let's hope Miami Heat with this break and the Florida Panthers with this break atone for their sins. Both teams need to have a extremely strong second part. I'm not going to say second half because we're way past the halfway point. Second part of the season after the break. But in the meantime, we're going to have some fun, taking some time off, celebrating, and getting ready for some more hockey and basketball. Tonight, NBA, you get the All-Star weekend challenges and all the other fun stuff. I'll be honest with you, I'm looking forward to it.
Me too, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Please explain why, and then I'll tell you why.
Because it's early. They have to do it early because NBC. I give them credit. I got to give NBC. I got to give the Peacock credit. They had the Super Bowl this year, that also went along with the Olympics, and they had the NBA All-Star Weekend. So everything is kind of like intertwined, and just basically, you're gonna watch that network all day because they have most of the sporting events. So the fact that the Olympics is prime time means the NBA All-Star activities are going to be on early. So 5 p.m. All-Star Saturday is good for my old ass.
3-point contest is tonight.
Early.
Norman Powell going to be a part of it. Dunk contest tonight. Keyshawn Johnson going to be a part of it.
Yeah, having the local guys in there is good as well.
Yeah, because it really does not have a lot of fun to it when your team does not have anyone involved in those.
But you're not staying up at 8:30 to watch that, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, to be honest with you, those are the types of things I watch at a bar or a restaurant or a brewery or a dive bar with the sound off. It's just cool. I know what's going on. I know they're shooting threes and they're keeping score. I got that. I don't need expertise on why Norman Powell has a better release than Damian Lillard, who is going to be in the 3-point contest today, although he has not played a game this year.
And he's injured.
But he's going to go for a third 3-point shootout. I'm sorry, they don't want to call it that. A 3-point contest win in a row. Okay. And then, of course, I do have some good news and some bad news if you're a Panthers fan. Good news. Nico Mikkola, who got hurt for Finland the other day, is back in the lineup and playing as Finland is killing Italy 6-0. The bad news, Anton Lundell not playing for Finland today. So we shall see. Maybe it's a precautionary measure. They might be a little banged up. So taking a break on that. And then today, we got to actually get off the air at 3:30, 30 minutes early. No worries. We'll pack it all in because the Miami Hurricanes, who are deserving of your time, their basketball team is playing NC State up in Raleigh. This is a team that took down North Carolina earlier this week. Now they go into Raleigh against a team that is one game ahead of them in the standings for the ACC. NC State, 4th place. We are 5th place. A win like that would surely solidify the Miami Hurricanes as a team that is trending towards the NCAA tournament. And this team is as good as advertised, or at least spoken about. So you definitely want to stay tuned for that. Danny Rabinowitz and Joe Zagacki going to have that one for you. Should be a whole lot of fun. And then the soap opera that is the Miami Dolphins. We're going to get into that as we go on. And just take a couple of deep breaths and enjoy. I am Dan Day, of course, at Dan Day Radio. He is Vladimir Louison at Vlad2078. Let's get this party started with some headlines. Dolphins are hiring Bush Hamdan as its quarterbacks coach. Now, you might be saying, Bush Hamdan? Thought we already had a quarterbacks coach. Well, we did. Remember Nathaniel Hackett?
Man, let me tell you this, bro. The names that I've heard that are back in professional football in the NFL this week have been some of the craziest names. I can't believe these guys got jobs, man.
Might have dodged a bullet with Nathaniel Hackett taking the...
But, bro, Nathaniel Hackett got a quarterback's coaching job and then a week later got a promotion to being the offensive coordinator for Baby LaFleur, Mike LaFleur, Matt LaFleur's brother, younger brother. as the offensive coordinator in Arizona. And then Adam Gase is back in the NFL.
Adam Gase. It's like if you fail at the Jets, take a deep breath. You'll be back in the NFL in no time.
Think about
Robert Saleh, right back as a head coach.
Saleh. Mike LaFleur. Gase.
Nathaniel Hackett.
Jeez, bro.
It is a fraternity like no other. So Nathaniel Hackett literally came for a cup of coffee, the Dolphins facility, and decided, oh, I got a job promotion.
He did it like me back in it, like people back in the days coming down for Memorial Day weekend. It was like a weekend he spent down here.
Yeah, he got a little vacation.
Just had a little vacay.
Must be nice, Vlad. We get hounded for working too hard sometimes and working too many hours. And these guys, they just get a better job for no reason. Go ahead. You're good. Well, let me give you a little quick background on Bush Hamdan. By the way, he also coached the Jets for a little while.
Oh, word? I think
he was, yeah, but most recently he was, get this, the associate head coach for offense at Mississippi State. Why do we do this? Stop with these weird titles. Look, he was an offensive coach for Mississippi State, an offensive assistant. Let's make it simple. He was the associate head coach for offense, Mississippi State. Okay. Ooh, did you see this? The other day at a fan event, John Eric Sullivan admitted the time is close to making a decision on Tua Tagovailoa and that the quarterback will be the first to know before anyone else.
Fam, we're 2 weeks away from February being over.
Right, and March 11th is the NFL's new year, apparently.
So then, when March hits, we'll be a quarter of the year over. Yeah, they got to make a decision. Combine is coming up very shortly.
So a friend of mine, Christina, and her husband were actually at this fan event, and they said that John Eric Sullivan and Jeff Hafley spoke very bluntly about the Miami Dolphins and how this was going to be challenging. Let's just put it that way.
Okay, so you know what? Remember when last year, when we were trying to prepare everybody for the season that was about to happen, and we were telling people what we've heard, what is being told to reporters in the media, how the Dolphins didn't really have they weren't speaking very highly of the organization.
Right. They were speaking very lowly on
on everything with the organization.
They were speaking very lowly on Tua Tagovailoa.
Right. And Mike McDaniel, The Rock, they were talking like they're not who they think they are. And that's why when you have a new regime, especially a regime that's coming from a different organization, different franchise, and they've already had their own thoughts about the organization. And if you go to the organization and you feel like now that you've seen everything, it's either going to definitely, but if you see the way things are, it's probably gonna be like, damn, okay, what I thought what it is exactly that. Or maybe might have changed your point of view. Maybe you're thinking, well, it's not that necessarily bad. It's just a couple of things I have to do. If he's talking to the fans like that, it's exactly how bad he thought it was going to be.
And it doesn't help, Vlad, that Schefter came out and said that with very, very little cap room, and unless they have a really good draft, this team is going to struggle again mightily this year. It doesn't help my confidence very much.
But, hey, people are just talking. Sometimes people talk and the opposite happens. I think I'm not saying that Hafley could be. Who knows? Hafley could be the Liam Coleman of 2026.
Yes, and that's the thing. Those things happen. Yes, absolutely.
So it's just a wait and see approach that the fans have to take. But you've got to make a decision on number one.
Yeah, well, we'll get into the Tua timing in the next segment because there is a clock that seems to be ticking and a direction that we don't know this organization is going to go. I'm not sure they even know for sure. I think they're weighing their options, and we shall find out. Canes defensive backs coach Zach Etheridge will leave the team to become cornerbacks coach with the Arizona Cardinals. He is 3 of the 11 position coaches to leave the Canes this offseason, with the running backs coach Matt Merritt taking the running backs position with those same Cardinals, and tight ends coach Corey Woodiel leaving for Ole Miss. So Mike LaFleur likened some of these Miami Hurricanes He likes a lot of Miami. He took Nathaniel Hackett, and he takes 2 Canes assistant coaches.
Relax. Hackett's not. You can't even call Hackett him. That's not even cool.
Does that go on his sheet, his Wikipedia page?
Hell no. You didn't get a check.
You got to get a game under your belt.
No, you don't get it. You didn't get it. He didn't earn a check.
Yeah, you got to get a game under your belt. 1 game counts. That gets you on the IMDb page, as they say, for lack of a better term, on your Wikipedia page. So, yeah, okay. So the Canes basketball team, they play NC State today at 4. They win today, and man, they have announced to the world that they are for real with back-to-back wins against North Carolina and NC State. 3:30 is the pregame. Let's get ready. Khalil Ware had 7 points, 3 rebounds, and a block in 10-plus minutes in one of the Rising Stars games last night. Norman Powell is going to take part in the 3-point contest, while Keyshawn Johnson, part of the dunk contest tonight, over there in Los Angeles. That new beautiful stadium, it's called Intuit Arena. Am I correct?
Intuit Dome?
Dome. Ooh, I like that. Clever. U.S. men's hockey team, they take on Denmark today at 3:10. USA Hockey off to a good start against the Latvia team that actually defeated Germany earlier today, 4-3. So keep that in mind. The Marlins have officially named Sandy Alcantara the starting pitcher for opening day, March 27th, 7:10 p.m. against the Colorado Rockies. This is Alcantara's 6th time starting opening day. Interesting that their opening day is at 7:10.
Yeah, they're not playing who they playing, the Pirates again?
No, they're playing the Colorado Rockies.
Home opener?
Home opener.
7 p.m., huh?
Yeah. March 27th. Man, that's you usually think of opening day, it'll be at 4:00, and it was, but they moved it, which is interesting.
Did they now?
Yeah, so they moved it, and that is going to be March 27th. So that is going to be a Friday, so that makes a little more sense.
Oh, maybe because it's a Friday instead of a Thursday.
Right. So, okay, that makes a little more sense, but man.
That's why they probably want to make sure that all the fans get there. Since it's a Friday, that means the kids get out. You could probably bring them right after school. Or are we going to be on Easter break?
Easter is going to be very early, I think, in April, because Mardi Gras is Tuesday. Then you got 45 days to go from the 17th, 18th. So yeah, it'll be close to Easter. We'll be close to Easter. Messi, he has a muscle strain in his left hamstring. Get this, since he cannot play right now, teams friendly against Ecuador's Independiente del Valle in Puerto Rico yesterday was postponed February 26th. That's 5 days after the team's MLS opener against LAFC. Very interesting right here. Messi questionable for the MLS opener, but apparently not as questionable for 5 days later for a friendly against a team from Ecuador in Puerto Rico.
Hey, man. No question, man.
I'm not questioning. I'm just saying that's interesting. Like, just cancel the game. I'm sorry, man. Like, it's a friendly, you know?
I mean, sometimes you got to, sometimes you got to do that, man. That's it. Messi's not playing, cancel it. People are not going to want to watch the team without Messi.
I mean, you still get Suarez. You still got Rodrigo de Paul.
Hey, bro, listen.
We've been
fortunate enough to cover a lot of events, and we've all known when the main attraction is not there, the event is not the same.
I know that, but still.
I'm just saying. So, yeah.
Hurricanes baseball opened the season last night with a 13-2 rout of Lehigh. They play again today at 6:00. And last but not least, a judge has decided that former Dolphins head coach Brian Flores, his discrimination case against the NFL can head to open court, and it has avoided arbitration. That's what the NFL did not want, by the way, because if you can arbitrate, then you pretty much can just bury it.
So both Flores and Gruden's cases are open.
Yep. Open court. That's not the NFL don't like that.
Nope.
The NFL doesn't play like that, but they don't make the rules in this case. So we shall see. With that being said, we make the rules in the day spa. The age-old question of how to eat pizza, etiquette-wise. Is it okay to eat it with your hands, or should you use a fork and a knife?
What is this? What are you, George Costanza here, eating Snickers?
M&M's with a spoon?
What are you talking about? You eat it with your hands.
So an etiquette influencer has weighed in.
Oh, get the hell out of here with a freaking influencer.
And he says, why would pizza have a crust if it wasn't meant to be eaten with your hands?
He's a smart influencer.
He says, Fork and a knife, you do it. That's your business, but it is totally acceptable.
Get your fork and knife out of here.
In fact, the preferable way to eat a piece of pizza is with your hands. That's why it has a crust.
Are you going to eat a burrito or taco with your hand with a fork and knife?
That's a good question.
Right? It's just food that is meant to be held.
You eat a hot dog with a fork and a knife?
But people like holding glizzies.
I'm going to leave that one. I'm just going to say, Okay, so now this weekend you go get a slice of pie. Tonight's a great night to get a piece of pie. You go with your lady or your paramour. It's Valentine's Day.
I don't know if you're sure he's gonna want some pizza.
Well, see, this is the thing.
Unless she's really she's about that life.
Look, most guys and girls, if you've been dating for more than 4 months, Valentine's Day, you kind of try to avoid it the day of, especially on a Saturday, because you go to these restaurants, they're super packed. They have the quote unquote Valentine's Day menu, which means a shorter menu, but the prices go up. So you say, look, baby, let's go out Sunday night or Monday night. We'll do our Valentine's then. Tonight, let's go get a piece of pizza and, share the love.
What about the side chicks the next day?
When is side chick Valentine's Day?
Tomorrow.
Oh, it is tomorrow? So Galentine's Day was last night.
Yeah, that's for the girls.
That was fun. That was fun at Duffy's last night. I'm not going to lie. And then tonight is Valentine's Day, and tomorrow is side chick Valentine's.
Yes, sir.
Getting my calendar straight. Okay. Speaking of getting the calendar straight, that's what the Dolphins have to do with Tua Tagovailoa. The clock is ticking, but is he going to be sticking around? We will discuss that next here on Sports Day, 104.3 FM, WQAM. Tua timing has become an issue here in South Florida. Earlier this week at a fan event, fans got to talk to our newest general manager and our newest coach, John Eric Sullivan, and Jeff Hafley, and they spoke very bluntly, saying, time to make a decision on Tua's future is coming very soon, and that when they do make that decision, they're going to go first to Tua Tagovailoa and let him know man to man, and then they will let the rest of us know. This is one of these interesting things, Vlad. It is said that the NFL New Year begins March 11th. They want something done by March 11th. So if you look at the calendar, you have less than a month to decide what to do with Tua Tagovailoa. And I think they're in a kind of wait and see. They're trying to get the best offer for him.
Ain't gonna get crap from him.
What would be the best offer?
6th round pick.
That's it.
I mean, the best offer you try to get a 4th.
Realistically,
you're trying to get at least a 5th round pick for Tua.
5th round pick for Tua.
Yeah.
Now remember, this is the NFL. They love the reclamation projects. They love to sell their fan base on we can get somebody at a discount. Or, hey, look, we need a bridge quarterback or a backup quarterback.
You're not going into the season next year with Quinn Ewers as your starting quarterback.
No.
All right.
So this is what I think the best thing the Dolphins can do. Keep Tua Tagovailoa on the squad. You got to pay him anyway. Might as well have him in-house.
Cheaper to keep him.
Cheaper to keep her. And do what you said you're going to do is exactly what you did at Green Bay. Draft a quarterback. In some way, shape, or form. Find a quarterback, whether it's in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, hopefully not 7th round again, and have this quarterback competition. Now, with that being said, this competition, what if Tua ends up being the best quarterback in the room? You do this. You start one of the young guys and then see how it goes, and then maybe...
Wait, time out.
Now, I'm saying this best case scenario for me.
If you have a quarterback competition and number 1 is still on the team, on the roster, and he's outplaying everybody, then you have to play him.
Then you have to start Tua Tagovailoa.
Yeah. I mean, if he's outplaying everyone and he's getting paid the most, you might as well play him.
All right. So
but does Jeff Hafley and does Mr. Sullivan believe that? I don't think so. Because if they did, they would kind of let you know that. But the fact that they're saying, we're going to let Tua know exactly what's going on, he'll be the first to know before anyone. Yeah. It's almost, you got to take a page of not handling this like the way the Clippers handle Chris Paul. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is going to be a delicate situation. You don't want to hurt the guy. You still want to show that he has some value in case other teams would want to make an offer to you. But you got to look at the state of your team right now, the state of this organization. And you might want to, you want to get rid of the previous regime stench. You know what I mean? And he's part of that previous regime, and he's a big part of that previous regime. So if you really want to start anew, you might want to say toodles to Tua.
That's why I wouldn't be surprised within the next, let's say, 2-3 weeks, it is announced the Miami Dolphins
have
cut Tua Tagovailoa. Yes, because this new regime wants that new regime. They want their guys. They want to show that they've turned a new page. I could easily see them coming to you know what? We'll eat the money. We don't care. Not saying it's the right thing, not saying it's the wrong thing, but I could definitely see them, a line in the sand. Tua Tagovailoa, released. Go free. Now, what do you do then?
And then here's the other thing. The OC, right?
Bobby Slowick?
He was part of the organization, right? Before?
Bobby Slowick?
Yeah, was he part with McDaniel?
I don't know about that.
Didn't he have I'm sorry, I could have sworn that, but if I'm wrong, my bad. But I'm just saying, if he's gonna have a serious say in the matter of like who he wants to work with, and
yes, he was part of the senior passing game coordinator for the Dolphins.
Yeah,
last year.
So he knows Tua. So unless he goes to bat he can go up to bat and say, you know what, I could still work with this guy and fix him, or he's gonna be able to say, nah, he's done so.
Hey, Bobby Slowick, advice: don't go to bat for Tua. Cost your last boss his job.
I'm just saying. He has a pretty good idea of this quarterback after working with him for a season. He's either going to be able to say, I can fix him, or nah, he shook.
Let's pull this curtain back a little bit. I don't know any of this for sure, but probably what's going on right now, they're trying to find the best deal they can get for trading Tua so they don't take that big of a hit. And if they don't get what they like, guess what? You get a whole see ya. Because you can't continue on with Tua. Because like I said, you're bringing a backup, you're bringing a rookie quarterback, you have Quinn Ewers, and you have Tua, and you say there's an open quarterback competition. Tua wins that competition, Vlad. How do you sell that to anybody? And of course, they don't care about selling it to anybody, but come on.
I just told you, Slowick will be like, I can fix him.
So as a Dolphins fan, Slowick comes out and says, you know what, after some preseason action.
Because, I mean, here's the thing, Cuzzo. Here's the thing.
It's
right?
happening. It's happening.
You could throw all of this on Mike McDaniel.
You probably already are.
They've already started. It's all been about McDaniel and his, this, that, and the other. All the stories going to come out. Like it's going to come out that he was holding the organization back. And he might have. And he might not.
Another point that comes into play, my friend Christina just texted me, what if Tua plays and gets hurt? Then we owe him more money.
I mean, well, then that's the other thing you also have to figure
There's
out.
a lot going into this, which makes me more and more, Vlad, this becomes a tangled web of Tua is most likely going to be cut by the Miami Dolphins.
Duh.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I'm trying to walk you through this one.
I've already, you don't have to walk me through it. I've been through it. I already know. He's done so. They know that.
Exactly.
They've known that. They've known that. They've tried. They've probably talked to his agent and his representatives. Dean and Tua probably knows that. I mean, when a guy says at the end a new start is probably best for everyone involved, yeah.
And when a team explains whatever we do decide to do with them, we're going to tell him first before we let anybody else know. That's code word for we're going to cut him.
And here's the other
reason.
Let
him know when we cut him.
And when Hafley and Sullivan talked, bro, and they were like, we got to play in the division and the conference that he's in. That's basically saying we got to be strong, tough in the trenches, be able to handle the cold when we go to New England, Buffalo, or New York, New Jersey. And we have to be able to throw the ball. And guess what? We've seen that one Tua Tagovailoa is unable to get the ball, throw the ball around in these cold winter conditions.
Use your logic too, by the way. This outcome has already been determined long ago.
Yeah.
You think when Jeff Hafley and John Eric Sullivan went on an interview, you don't think one of the first questions was, so what are you going to do with the quarterback?
That was the first question. Might have been the only question. I realize it's probably
was more. That questions. Was answered. That was answered. So this is done. It's just a matter of time.
And the guys that they've talked to, the Hall of Fame personnel that they have at their disposal, it's probably time to get rid of Tua. Troy Aikman was calling those games. That Pittsburgh game, he was disgusted by everyone involved with the Miami Dolphins. Marino's seen it every home game, every game. They're probably thinking it's time.
He has the stench of the old regime.
He has a heavy stench of the old regime. You let the coach go, you let the GM go. He's the final piece. Now
it's a matter of time. Before March 11th, that would be obvious. Maybe sooner than later, I would think.
You're not gonna get anything back. So if you're waiting for a trade, you'd be lucky to get like I said, a sixth
round pick, yeah.
And then what's his options as well?
You still have to take all that salary.
Where's he gonna play? Derek Carr wants to come out of retirement. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Derek Carr probably has a better chance of getting signed by a team than Tua.
Well, there's a lot of people who are suggesting Derek Carr be the bridge quarterback here in Miami.
Okay. But Derek Carr coming out, people are going to take a chance on Derek Carr.
Of course.
Right. And the Saints probably want it too because they probably can get some picks for him. They can get, you know what's sad? Derek Carr, who hasn't played probably in a year or two?
It's been a year and a half.
A year and a half?
Mm-hmm.
you can get the Saints could get a better offer for Derek Carr than the Dolphins could get for Tua Tagovailoa.
The price tag is a little different, yeah, but still.
But I'm just saying, I think you can get a 5th-round pick for Derek Carr right now.
It's sad, yeah.
If the Saints, yes, if the Derek Carr wants to go to a team, say like the Indianapolis Colts or something like that, I think the Colts are willing to give them the Saints a 5th-round pick. While if it was for Tua, I just think teams would be like, all right, I'll just wait for him to get released and then sign them on the cheap.
Interesting. Now, you're taking into account that these teams watch as closely as we do. And I know they do their homework.
They got film, bro. They
sit there and they say, here's a guy who led the league in passing one year. He's one of the most highest completion percentage quarterbacks of all time. He got caught in a weird situation.
Have they seen the concussions?
He has the concussions. Have they seen injury problems?
Have they seen that he was second in the league in interceptions, and they had to sit him for the last 2-3 games, and that's the only reason why Geno Smith was there? Have they seen the last 2 years?
Nonetheless, there was a time when Sam Darnold was seeing ghosts and his career was over. And now I know it was earlier in his career, but look, teams, they look there and they say,
I'm going to be honest about the team I root for. Dolphins and the Jets, even though they kind of have some similarities, aren't the same. Okay, Sam never had Mike McDaniel. Mike McDaniel. He had Adam Gase. So when Mike McDaniel, those first 2 years, that's the reason why Mike McDaniel still his name is highly regarded in the coaching field, because of those 2 years that he had with Tua. Most people are going to look at Tua's injuries as the reason why that he's taking a step back. They're not going to look at Mike McDaniel so much. We look at him more because you're fans, we cover him, we cover the team. Yeah, we're going to know a little bit more or see a little bit more, have more, be more opinionated. But I think there's pretty much a good narrative going around about Tua, and I really don't see many options for him. He probably has to go to a team that plays in a dome or plays most of their games in, comfortable weather. So he may be there for the Colts if he gets released, because the Colts quarterback situation is bad. Maybe the Falcons, if they already pretty much let Kirk Cousins know that he's going to go. And Matt Ryan said that Michael Penix is not the starting quarterback.
Yeah, he's not sold on that.
He's not sold on him being the starting quarterback. So maybe there might be a quarterback competition there. Maybe in Arizona, where he plays in the NFC West and he can be there with, baby LaFleur. Maybe there. But I don't really see much options for him.
I think this is what we're going to see. Mark my words. This is what we're going to see. Mark my words. We're going to see Tua eventually be cut by the Miami Dolphins before March 11th. We're going to see, when I say a handful of teams, 3-4 teams just sit around and wait. And then when he's
he's going to get a call.
He'll get picked up.
But they're going to
as a backup.
Pretty much, or a quarterback competition, but they're not paying him much.
No.
They're not paying him much. Tua right now has reached Russell Wilson level right now. But he's in the middle of his career. This is towards the end of Russell's career. At least Russell gave us a good decade of greatness.
It's bad that
Tua's only had like a year and a half.
It's bad that teams, that they had a choice between Derek Carr and Tua Tagovailoa, you say most teams would take Derek Carr first.
Yeah. Yeah. That in itself, Dan, tells you a lot. It should tell you a lot, like what's the perception of Tua Tagovailoa like. They don't think he's the same guy from 2 years ago, and a lot of people might think it's because of the creativity of Coach McDaniel. At that time, a Tyreek Hill that wanted to prove to everyone that he was the best player in Kansas City should have never let me go. You had 2 great years of Tyreek, but we've also said that was just a bomb that's waiting to explode. It was just a ticking time bomb, like Cap for Life was, mentioned. But a lot of things was ticking time bombs with this situation, and they got everybody gassed. They went 9-8. Then they had that great year where they should have probably won the AFC East and been no worse than a 2 seed, and then they lost those games. And then you start looking at the coach, start looking at the quarterback, and then you look at the general manager, because a lot of the players that were being picked up, signed, wasn't living up to their, their reputation or their contracts. A lot of things happened there, and the regime is done. You got rid of Chris Greer during the middle of the season. You got rid of Mike McDaniel a week after the season, and pretty much everybody know what was going to happen to numero uno. Once the NFL actual season was over. Now
one more domino to fall.
So, and then we're about to hit March 11th. So that domino is going to happen before the beginning of the new year.
I liken it to when you need surgery, but you keep like doing things to try to avoid having surgery. But it's like, you need surgery. I think eventually they're just going to say,
you're trying to delay the inevitable.
Let's do the old Dave Coulier. Cut it out. I think Tua's actually excited for his phone to ring. Sometimes we say, anytime the phone rings, get nervous. I think he's ready. Like, just guys, call me.
But it might not. I mean, it's gonna ring, but it might not be as much rings as you thought.
No, I'm talking about he's ready for his phone to ring from the Dolphins. For them
you're talking about
Tua. We need to see at the facility. Bring your
but
badge. Bring your playbook.
But if I know it's gonna happen, tell me now. Don't make me.
That's my thing. I think he's ready.
I got things to do.
I think everybody's ready.
I got things to do.
It's time. New regime. No way. Tua's getting cut. I'm sorry.
I would think after the season, they probably given everything back for the year, right? You cleaned out your lock and the whole nine. So I think once again,
let's just get back full circle. The writing's on the wall. The first question that was asked these guys before they were hired is, what are you going to do with the number one quarterback situation? They have an answer. They had an answer. They still have a plan, and it's going to come to fruition, and you're going to find out probably sooner than later.
And everybody knows who the likely next quarterback will be of the Miami Dolphins.
We know who they want.
Right.
He will remain nameless right now.
Why?
Because everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Well, you don't want to say Malik's name?
Let's transition to the defensive side of the ball. We got a new defensive coordinator, Sean Duggan. He spoke with the media. We can find out what he's all about and what I like next. Some of the things we like from Sean Duggan here on 104.3 FM WQAM. Happy Valentine's Day to you and yours. So, in honor of St. Valentine's Day, this is not what I like. This is what I love. Some of the things we love from the new defensive coordinator, Sean Duggan.
We just met the guy. You already in love?
Hey, you know, gotta love some things sometimes in life. No. Never fallen in love first sight? First of all, it's interesting because Jeff Hafley has already said he's pretty much going to be the defensive coordinator and call all the plays. But, you know, we'll help him his friend, Sean Duggan, guy he coached over there at Boston College, coached with him, and then, of course, was at Green Bay. So Sean Duggan pretty much admits it. This is what Jeff Hafley likes when he builds a defense.
You know, I think just building the defense, obviously he has a vision for what he wants, kind of taking that vision and making our defense that. So I think one of the things I love about working for Jeff is it's kind of like I was just talking about with the players. It's not, hey, here's the playbook. This is what we're going to do. It's, well, what do we need to do as a defense to get better? And it's always evolving, right? We're always trying to tweak and get better and just put our best product out there every Saturday or Sunday. Sorry. Someday we played a lot of Saturday night games in Green Bay last year, so it messed with me a little bit.
Sean.
Interesting.
He played 2 games.
Yeah, I know. He just was trying to cover for himself. But it's interesting. A coaching staff that says, we have to evolve. We have to adapt. We have to play to our players' best strengths. We don't just give them the playbook and say, execute this.
I don't think Anthony Weaver did that, man.
Execute this.
I'm not going to take a shot at Anthony Weaver.
I'm not shooting at Anthony Weaver. I'm saying just coaching staff overall.
Maybe
adjustments.
Maybe they got him some players in the secondary. I'm just saying.
Secondary was okay last year.
In the beginning.
Got better. Everything got a little bit better as the year went on, except for one thing. And we talked about that in the last segment.
Oh, well, yeah.
So, Jeff Hafley going to be calling most of the plays, but Sean Duggan will be involved with the defense as the quote-unquote defensive coordinator. He's been watching film, and here's what he's noticed about the Dolphins' defense.
The biggest takeaway I had just in the first couple games I watched is these guys play really hard. You know, you can tell they love playing football. They play for each other. I think they play with a great effort. They play violently, which I think, again, that's defense, right? Playing as hard as you can for the guy next to you. So you just see a group that's hungry and plays really hard.
So Jeff Hafley Sean Duggan has not seen anything in this defense at all.
He hit the cliche. Yeah, he hit the cliche combo.
They play really hard. They play for each other.
They play violent.
That's what defense is about.
Defense is all about. Oh man, that was beautiful. That was like a Ryu combo right there. That was beautiful. He hit the cliche combo.
Maybe Sean Duggan should just come out and like, I haven't watched a lot of film. I'll be honest with you, you know.
That was.
I mean, just be honest. I just got the job. What do you want me to do? Wow. What do you think
about? Hold up. You know what? After these first 2 cuts, he's using another man's defense. So he's watching the defense of his head coach, right? And he didn't watch film on the players that he might have so far, even though he's claiming that he did. We know he did it. Because he used it when you went, you can't use the coaching combo.
They play hard.
Out the gate.
Hard.
He hit the coaching combo.
They play for each other.
I liked it, and then I thought about it. I'm like, man, come on, man.
Violent. That's what defense is about.
They play hard, they play together, and they play violent.
They rally to the ball. He should have thrown that way.
If he said they rally to the ball.
What else can we throw in there? They rally to the ball. There's no quit in them. What else?
They tackle well. They go after the ball.
You can really tell they're a real organized group.
They play for each other. They always play for each other.
That's the worst.
They play for the man next to them.
Yeah. Oh.
Next. Oh no. Oh, he didn't hit the grand slam though.
Oh, my favorite. Go ahead.
Next man up.
Oh
man. If one guy goes down, the next man up. That's what's great about this team.
And the thing about this defense is the stats don't tell the whole story. Huh? They do actually. Actually, the stats tell the whole story.
Oh man.
Okay, so that was a bust right there. So Sean Duggan, start watching tape and we'll get back to you. Now, you want to hear some more cliche? Maybe we're in love with his cliches. Guess where he says it all starts for a defense?
I believe the game always starts up front. I think that's kind of the beauty of football is, it's always been that way, right? You can go back and watch film, and they used to have ESPN Classic, which they should definitely bring back. That was a great channel, by the way. But it's the same, right? You can go watch games from 40 years. It starts up front. To me, it starts with stopping the run, staying square, playing your gap. You should be able to see a guy's numbers in his nameplate, taking away space for the offense. And then up front, when it comes to the pass game, everything works together, right? The D-line's got to get pressure on the quarterback, and then we got to cover in the back end. So, when you do those things and it's all 11 guys playing with that mindset, I think that's how you start playing really good defense.
Preach.
I think the only thing he said that was true was the ESPN Classic.
Bring it back. I want to watch guys in the trenches.
I don't know about that, but I'm not gonna lie. I like the ESPN Classic.
It all starts up front. You have to stop the run, and then the run with the pass. It helps the pass. Okay.
Yeah, if you get pressure, you win the trenches. You get pressure. It's all 11 guys.
All 11 guys got to play together too.
I mean, I never knew if there was only 9 guys, that would be a problem.
Has there ever been a coach like, no, you know what? We like 2 guys to kind of do their own thing.
We like going 10.
We
like going 10 versus 11.
Yeah, we feel as though we have an advantage when we do that.
We like being a man down.
Man down. We're hungrier that way. All right, so it starts in the trenches. Bring ESPN Classic back though.
That is true.
I like those old ESPN films. As the fog started to clear the Bay Area, one team was clear in who was setting the tone.
This is NFL films.
That's all it is. That's all I like.
Well, that's NFL films. ESPN Classic would just show some old games.
Just, whoop.
They'll just be like, I would like to see the University of Miami, Florida State games back in the days.
Remember they used to show like University of Miami games that had The Rock playing in them just because.
Oh, Dwayne Johnson. Yeah.
He wasn't even like a major player on the team.
I didn't want to see that BYU. Wait, was it BYU? There was one game that they went to the West Coast and they lost. It wasn't a game that The Rock was on there. Yeah, it was weird.
It's weird.
But they did have some great games. They did have some great. It was great to see some of the old games, and I guess now every local network, if you want to watch it, you can watch it on the ACC network or the SEC network or the Big Ten network. All those networks have the rights to those games. But Mr. Duggan or Dugan, Hacksaw
Jim Duggan.
Yeah, that's the only good thing that I like that you said. ESPN Classics bring back. Everything else has been so cliche.
Well, they called him to the table. They had some specifics. He says he's been learning how Chop Robinson and Kenneth Grant play.
Yeah, both very talented guys. To be honest, I'm still kind of studying.
Oh, that he's honest.
I don't want to, answer too much. I think they're both very talented guys. Again, they play hard, have a motor. So I'm really excited to work with both those guys.
Talented,
play hard,
has a motor.
Sky's
but at
the
least
limit.
he was honest. He hasn't watched film. Which then you just said that you just basically just everything you said earlier
is a lie because you haven't watched. If you say you haven't watched any film on Chop Robinson or Kenneth Grant, what are you watching? But they're obviously very talented, young.
They played hard.
They're young. They're on this Dolphins team. That's a fact. You can check the record. I kind of kept an eye on them in college. They played college football. Play hard. Try to get to the quarterback. I can work with that.
Yeah.
Good thing Jeff Hafley's calling the plays this year, man. Good thing. That's what we've come to at the conclusion of this.
I hope he's watching film and he knows his players.
Good thing we have Jeff Hafley being the head coach and calling the defense for us because Sean Duggan sounds like he's on an internship, just equipment managing over there. But it is, once again, let's not be too hasty because he was not been here very long. So could have just been like, look, I have not.
We're having fun. We're having fun. But yeah.
Now he'll be fine. I just think he's probably put in the position of he's been hired for a day or two and he just hasn't had a lot of time. And, we're asking him all these hard questions and he doesn't want to just be I just got the job. Give me a break.
Not only that, you got to, it's also if he just got the job, you have to understand, bro. They got to understand. They got to figure out who they're keeping, who they want to be part of their part of the team. And also you got to start looking at the college kids. You have a draft to get ready for. So,
draft. But one thing about this defense, they play hard. You want to know what else they do? Plaid?
Play for each other.
Play for each other. Yeah. Well, by the way, we got a Miami Hurricanes basketball game coming up at 3:30, the pregame against North Carolina State. We'll be with you till then. We're gonna get you. We're gonna play together. We're gonna fight hard, and we're gonna get into the headlines next here on 104.3 FM WQAM. There's not a lot of things I'm proud of in this life, but this is the time of year I am kind of proud of myself. It's one of my great time-honored traditions. Every February 13th, when I get off late at night, midnight, 1 in the morning, I either drive by or stop by a CVS. And to see those guys frantically buying whatever they can get their hands on is awesome.
The last minute shoppers, baby.
Also,
love them.
As I was walking around, last night was Valentine's Day. It was a great time at Duffy's Implantation on Valentine's Day. I was like, man, I want to say the show Parks and Rec invented that. I looked it up. Sure enough, Parks and Rec, back in 2010, they had an episode about Valentine's Day. That started the whole Valentine's Day craze.
All right.
And I guessed it right. That's what you get for watching Netflix. I've learned a lot from Netflix this week.
There's a lot of Netflixing and chilling going on this weekend.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But I've learned a lot about, like the way crazy murderers and people.
Oh, you watching doc?
Yeah, there's a lot of these weird documentaries about these people.
Mm.
And then they all get and they're here, a lot of them are here in South Florida, or maybe not South Florida, but West Florida. It's a messed up world, man. Also, I watched a Netflix documentary about a Russian woman that really took guys to the bank and stole a lot of their money. And apparently I got earmarked. Now I cannot open up anything without Russian women wanting to meet you and wanting to move to America to spend time with you. I'm like, I didn't ask for that. It was just a documentary that I watched. So if you're out about, you see me at Duffy's or you see me out and about and you glance at my computer screen and something like that pops up, I'm just letting you know it's not that I'm looking. It's that I was watching a documentary and I got a cookie or something like that.
Sure.
I know that's hard to explain. Look, let me explain. Sure. Why does it keep popping up? Well, that's just what it keeps popping up.
Mm-hmm.
Keeps popping up that way. Miami Hurricanes do keep popping up. They could have their 20th win today. 20 wins for a team that didn't even have a team member as of a couple of months ago. Jay Lucas was the lone man standing in the Miami Hurricanes basketball office.
So I'm watching the Miami North Carolina game. A couple of things.
That was a
pop up.
Dominating win, by the way.
One very good win by that team.
Solid.
And it was perfect. North Carolina might have been still,
flat-footed from beating Duke.
Right. So that was good. Second, they stepped up in a big time. It was, ESPN, 7 p.m. So all eyes were on them. Nationally televised game. And third, I think Jay Lucas could be my doppelganger.
You looked at him? No, really?
If I had glasses and I was like, damn.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's an interesting one right there.
Yeah, I know. I saw it. I was like, maybe. I could play him.
All right, let's see. Do you think Vlad and Jay Lucas are similar looking? 305-567-0560. You can also jump on the
Vlad
YouTube.
had glasses and a fro.
I mean, I think I look a lot like Ryan Gosling. Some people say they see it. Some people say they don't see it. But, yeah,
I don't see it.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Many people don't. No, I'm saying, so does Vlad look a little bit like Jay Lucas, or does Jay Lucas look like Vlad? Because it kind of goes both ways. 305-567-0560. You can also jump up on the YouTube and Twitch. Oh, yeah. Okay. We'll get some more exciting news that's going on later in the show. I'm not totally prepared for it, but it's not time for that. That's later in the show. We're very excited, though, because we do have Jay Lucas, a.k.a. Vlad's doppelganger.
I'm just saying. I could play. I could be the coach.
Could be their 20th win of the year.
And that's and that is impressive in his first year as head coach.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think if they could beat NC State, they will be ranked. Remember, we've been saying for a while they should be ranked, but they need a couple wins. Well, beating North Carolina at home, the 11th ranked North Carolina, and then going to NC State. And beating them, that's big.
This is the big challenge, because remember, we had them about to get ranked, then they went to Clemson and got beat by Clemson on the road. When I say a young team, I don't know if it's totally a young team, but a newer team, I guess you'd call them. This is their first year really playing together. Of course, first year playing together. Nobody was in the building until a couple of months ago. That would really solidify them as a ranked team, a team to beat in the ACC, and a team that it's trending very, very, very well towards the NCAA tournament. So hopefully, man, let's get it going. Jay Lucas, motivate the guys. Let's get this win today. What else is going on in the world? Well, the Dolphins are hiring Bush Hamdan as its quarterbacks coach. He previously was an associate head coach for the offense at Mississippi State. He replaced Nathaniel Hackett, who's the quarterbacks coach for about a stay here. I don't even know if he showed up at the facility. Now he's the offensive coordinator at Arizona Cardinals. Yeah, that's going to work really well. So you have a problem with Kyler Murray. How do you fix Kyler Murray? Get Nathaniel Hackett. That'll fix everything, right, Vlad?
Yeah, fix it. Listen.
I mean,
yo, fam, he got a gig because his boy is Aaron Rodgers.
Adam Gase got a job because
his boy is Peyton Manning.
Was smart enough. These two guys were smart enough to go, you know what? Do your thing. I'm going to go sit over there. If you need some water, let me know.
You know why?
Literally, that's
you know
what
why
they did.
You know why Adam Gase was Peyton Manning's boy? Because instead of being at the birth of his first child, he wanted to go and call play and create plays with Peyton Manning. And Nathaniel Hackett is just he's a good guy, a good human being. But as a coach, come on.
Sean Payton walked in there. It's like, that son of a gun. Yeah. Look, those two guys were smart enough to know, we've got one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Don't mess with them. Now they have to try to mess with the quarterbacks and make them better. Does not exactly work.
Like this is why being a yes man, this is the perks of being a yes man. It still gets you jobs when you shouldn't be getting jobs.
Where's Adam Gase?
He's with the LA Chargers. He's with Mike McDaniel. It's Jim Harbaugh, Mike McDaniel, and Adam Gase. A lot of craziness is going on there, bro.
Wow.
Yeah. You got one guy that looks like he's hitting a vape pen all the time. Another guy that's looking like he's hitting that Yola, and then, khaki pants. Who just looks like he's just always intense.
What a motley crew of coaching right there.
God, poor Justin Herbert. I feel for the kid.
If I'm Justin Herbert, I'm like, where's my head at,
Oh, man. Like Shaka Khan, I feel for you.
Madison, need help. That's his girlfriend, Madison Beer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good for him.
I know. Good for her, too, I love Madison Beer.
I like beer.
Okay. Well, that it all works together. So, yeah, that's that doesn't instill a lot of confidence in your coaching room. Mike McDaniel.
Adam Gase and Jim Harbaugh.
Yep. Jim Harbaugh, you have your work cut out for you, my
friend.
Oh,
my God. And he's probably the only one that can control those crazy characters.
Yeah, probably more of just shut up and let me do my job. Do what I tell you. That would be my guess as his coaching direction. John Eric Sullivan admitted at a fan event the team is close to making a decision on Tua Tagovailoa, and the quarterback will be the first to know before anyone else. We know what's going to happen. I think we all know. We all know. Canes basketball today, 4 o'clock.
See, at least they're not going to break up with him on Valentine's Day.
Check your phone.
That'd be messed up. You can't release no NFL player on Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day massacre.
Oh, come on. You can't do that, bro.
Nah, that's also a Saturday. Like,
it's a Saturday. It's Valentine's Day. Come on, man. Don't do that. Don't release players.
Yeah, he's safe for now.
Unless you really hate that play.
So is it true the Super Bowl is on Valentine's Day next year?
It's absolutely true.
Oh, my goodness.
It's in LA.
This is going to cause problems for men and women everywhere.
No.
Everywhere.
No. It's not going to cause any problems. Ladies got Saturday's their day. Sunday's the day of the men.
I'm going to repeat myself. This is going to cause problems for men and women everywhere in the United States. For some men and women. But you're not gospel on this. I'm sorry to break it to you, because there's going to be a man or a woman that says, what's more important on this day, me or the game?
The game.
Okay. You see how that turns out.
And I'm going to tell you why. If the NFL is going to be smart, they're going to put an appealing artist that the ladies will love.
She's not going to do it because they won't give her the rights to her performance.
What do you mean they're not going to give her the rights to her performance?
That's why she hasn't done it in the past.
Who, Taylor?
Yes.
Doesn't necessarily have to be only Taylor now.
I'm just saying that would be the logical.
It could be, Hov could be like, wifey, come on.
Beyonce?
Yeah. Who's going to say no? Exactly.
Beyonce hasn't done the halftime show before?
She's done it 3 times.
Oh, well then.
So I want to make sure that everybody's home watching the Super Bowl. Beyonce is going to perform. Ladies will make sure to eat dinner the night before just so they could watch Beyonce for 12 minutes. I'm not lying.
We'll see next year. We'll see how this conversation ages a year from now.
Fam, I'm just telling you now.
I'm just telling you right now,
if
Vlad.
it's a appealing to Super Bowl, guys are gonna be like, I'm watching the Super Bowl.
Gonna be a lot of brunching that day. I'll tell you that much.
You could do brunch. Oh, you absolutely could do brunch. Super Bowl ain't till 6 p.m. Eastern.
A lot of brunching that
You
day.
could do brunch. You can't do brunch in LA though.
A lot of brunch.
But you could do brunch in the East Coast. But I'm telling you right now, bro, if it's a Super Bowl that's appealing, like you got a great matchup, not like this Sunday Super Bowl, but I'm talking about one. Nah, men, I think men are gonna go out with their ladies on Friday and Saturday.
A lot of brunch.
Get the cheap. Oh, baby. I'll buy you dinner. I'll buy for your food this weekend, Friday and Saturday, and I'll make you food on Sunday.
Lot of brunch. Khalil Ware, he did okay last night. 7 points, 3 rebounds, and a block, 10-plus minutes in one of the Rising Stars games. Now, we say one because it was a series of 3 games. Played 2 in a final. So he did not make it to the final. Norman Powell take part of the 3-point contest. Keyshawn Johnson will be in the dunk contest tonight's NBA All-Star Weekend in Los Angeles. All-Star Weekend is a spectacle. If you've ever been a part of one, it is extremely expensive, and there is a lot going on those All-Star Weekends. If you've never been, just letting you know. Ooh.
By the way, I didn't know that's the reason why Taylor hasn't performed.
Yes, she wants to, but the NFL will not give her the rights to the performance, and she has a Loctite. I want the rights to all of my performances. And two very hard-headed, very powerful forces there going.
I mean, Bad Bunny could have said the same thing. He didn't. Rihanna could have. It's Hove.
What about Hove?
It's Rock Nation. It's Hove. Jay-Z is the guy that picks the artists and all of that.
Oh, okay. So, okay.
Yeah. I think she's going to do it, bro. She's going to do it.
Once again, that was less than a week ago. Let's
No, I'm just saying. Because I'm like thinking, like, I'm really trying to figure out, like, you're right. All right. I want to see the battle between men and women trying to decide the Super Bowl, like what they're going to do on February 14th. Remember, it's Sunday.
Remember, many a man has said February 14th is your day, baby. Valentine's Day is always yours.
Except when it falls on the Super Bowl.
Well, they didn't expect that.
Or on your birthday, if your birthday's February 14th. Shout out to my boy Miguel. Happy birthday to him.
Didn't expect that to happen.
And Shauna.
This is where you fake a seizure?
Oh my God, you're gonna fake a seizure?
I'm just saying, I'm joking.
Jesus, you don't want to do this. You don't want to be Valentine's Day in the hospital.
No.
But faking one, if you're gonna fake it, you got to go all the way out. I mean, you could watch the Super Bowl in the emergency room.
No. You get your boy. You're like, hey, I'm gonna take him to the hospital. No, don't call an ambulance. And then
they take you to strip bar.
Buy some fake medical bracelets. Oh no, that was a rough one. U.S. men's hockey team, they take on Denmark today at 3:10. This U.S. men's hockey team expected to compete for the gold against Canada, but we shall see. Marlins, they have officially named Sandy Alcantara the starting pitcher on opening day, March 27th. 7:10 p.m. is the first pitch against the Colorado Rockies. This is Alcantara's 6th time starting opening day.
Good for him.
He's adding a new pitch to his arsenal, apparently.
Clearly, that means the arm is really healed.
Yeah. So they, in a week from today, they open up spring training action, like with an actual game against the Mets.
Okay.
We'll see how that goes. Messi, he's got a muscle strain in his left hamstring. He is questionable for the first game of the year against LAFC over in California. That is going to be a week from today. We're going to try to get Daniel Solana on tomorrow to discuss everything going on with the whole Messi and Inter Miami situation. But because Messi was hurt, they have postponed their game against Ecuador's Independiente del Valle. That game was supposed to be in Puerto Rico.
Oh,
yesterday.
Come on, man. Hell yeah, they're going to cancel that.
Postpone.
So
they're postponing it to February 26th, 5 days after the MLS opener. So it's kind of an interesting situation.
They really want to go to Puerto Rico. Somebody really wants to go to Puerto Rico.
Yep. They're going to.
I don't blame them.
I mean, they're going to play that game, and then they're going to. I mean, 3 games in 1 week, pretty much. That's going to be rough.
Oh, they could play. He might not have to start the game.
Yeah.
He might come and play like 10 minutes. Just you
do really hate that, man. Messi, he's like beviled whenever he doesn't play a game.
He's old.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, a man he takes a game off. He takes a couple minutes off, we heard last week in Ecuador. He subbed out of the game. They were chanting for him to come back in the game and take a free kick. Let the man sit down. We didn't pay for this. You did. He played. He scored. He got an assist.
Fans are a-holes.
Oh, yeah. This is my hard-earned money. Dance for your dinner. Oh, wait, no, that's a different story. It's crazy, man. Like, that's like,
Jackson 5?
I have people do that sometimes. Like, how'd you like the Inter Miami game? I mean, it was cool, but I mean, I paid to see Messi score a goal. He didn't score that game.
Well, like I mentioned earlier, you go to events just to see the main act, and if the main act's not there, you're upset. It's not the same. But you also have to understand who this person is, and as you get older, they get older as well. So they're not capable, or they might not want to be playing as many minutes or performing as many minutes as they have to. They also got other things to do. They're not young anymore.
Right. I understand. I know. Let's celebrate the Hurricanes baseball team. They opened the season 13-2 rout of Lehigh from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
We're going to a game this year.
They play again today at 6. I'm all for going to Titanic, grabbing some brewskis, going to the game.
We're going to go after a show.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah,
look, that'll give us perfect time. We get off at 4. We can be for a 6 or 7 o'clock game.
A 7 o'clock game at the light.
That give us time to go to Titanic.
Absolutely.
Get our minds right. I'm down. Totally down. We got this.
All right.
We'll figure it out. Let's see. Is there a game that NC? Well, let's not get too ahead.
I don't really care. I just want to do it. I haven't been to Mark Light.
Oh yeah, man, it's great. College baseball, it's got that like.
But I see it because every time I go to the Canes basketball game, you pass by the stadium. It's like, oh, it looks lit.
Let's see. I'm looking for some of the more marquee.
The
games.
Light looks lit. See what I did?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nice job.
Thank you.
Is NC State coming to town? Okay, maybe. Nope. NC State's away this year.
What's the infatuation?
Because our dog Nathan, he graduated from NC State, so we could be like, yo, dude, you help us out with those Marlins games. We can help you out with some NC State tickets. Although he's got the hookup anyway, but you know how that goes. Let's see. We'll figure it out. Maybe when Creighton comes to town.
Creighton?
I don't know. I landed on Creighton. Omaha. Just saying. Good news. Nico Mikola did play today for Finland, and they whooped Italy. Then they still might be scoring. The Anton Lundell did not play for Finland. Maybe it was precautionary, maybe not. We shall see. And of course, a judge has decided that former Dolphins head coach Brian Flores' discrimination case against the NFL is going to open court, and they will not go to arbitration. Whoopsie.
It's going to be tough.
NFL, good luck. Although NFL is powerful. We've learned.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, they tried 2 cases. They tried to get out of court, and it hasn't happened. So there's things that they definitely don't want to be put out to the public.
Somebody did jump into the YouTube and Twitch and said Brian Flores is pissing off billionaires. I was like, well,
that's what he does.
Is that his thing?
It's his thing.
That's my thing. You know,
that's my thing. I just
coach the hell out of some defenses and piss off billionaires.
Yeah,
not a bad way to be.
I ain't upset. I'm not upset.
A lot of people here in Miami wish Brian Flores was still our coach.
There's some. I don't know. There's a majority.
Majority. Goodness gracious. Okay. With that being said, a majority of us would like to step into the day spa. So at a school in New Zealand,
okay,
underwear kept disappearing from the locker room
of
the gym.
Okay,
kids would go to
which
PE
sex?
Both male and female.
Really?
So they thought they had a serial underwear stealer.
What did they find out?
They did catch the culprit.
Who was it?
It was a kitty cat. A cat, for some reason, was stealing underwear out of lockers.
But he's going to both
male.
He or she's going both male or female?
Yep. Imagine the relief to find out it was an animal and not a human.
I mean, yeah, but what kind of locker would they have that the cats can just maneuver around?
Cats are sneaky, man. Cats are sneaky. That's Doug Plagans, man. Doug Plagans, who calls the Panthers games the Cats games right here on 104.3 FM WQAM. He has 2 cats now. He said, man, stopping those cats from doing what they want to do is almost impossible.
Oh, man.
So
Damn, that's a nasty cat, though. I ain't gonna lie.
That cat, it's got its kinks.
Is it Heathcliff?
It's got its
Oh,
kinks, man. You know, you like what you like, but that's a weird kink.
Is it Riff Raff? That has to be Riff Raff the cat.
Heathcliff? I love Garfield and Heathcliff.
I love Heathcliff.
Heathcliff, no one could
Terrorize the neighborhood.
Oh man, we actually, you know, even though we're on the NHL and the NBA breaks, we got a lot going on. What have you been locked into this weekend and this week? We're going to talk about that next here on 104.3 FM WQAM. I'm not going to lie. I'm excited about this Canes basketball game today at 4 o'clock right here on 104.3 FM WQAM as they take on NC State, because this is one of those, well, North Carolina was a statement game. This was like not re-upping, but reinforcing your statement. Like, yeah, we didn't just beat North Carolina, 11th ranked North Carolina. We turned around and beat another really good team in NC State. This is like a solidification game, not a statement game. A solidification game for the Miami Hurricanes. And I know Joe Zagaki's listening right now. Joe, you can use that. I don't even need credit for it. This is a solidification game, Danny Rabinowitz too, for our Miami Hurricanes. They win today, and they're solidified as dogs in the ACC and a team that should most likely make the NCAA tournament. So we're excited about that.
Let's see how they play with success.
And it's, of course, yeah, it's on the road, so it is a test, and it is an NC State team, like I said, that has a very good record, that is ahead of us in the rankings in the ACC by one game. This is a solidification game for this Miami Hurricanes basketball team. But what else are you keeping an eye on? What else are you listening to nowadays? We know the All-Star game is tonight, or All-Star weekend is this weekend. I like watching the three-point contest. I like watching the dunk competition. At the same time, Vlad, I'm probably going to watch it at a bar with the sound off because I know what's going on.
I don't need it.
I don't need to hear it. Like I said,
commentators.
Yeah, not that I don't like the commentators, but I'm got my life to live. I might go to Bob's Your Uncle in my neighborhood or on the rocks and kind of keep it on in the background. I know that's very romantic on Valentine's Day, going to a dive bar, but
hey, if that's your thing.
That's your thing, man. So I know you like it too, and the game Sunday too. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm gonna enjoy watching it.
I'm gonna watch it because I need something to go on. I mean, like the conversation we had yesterday with Hawk.
I had to walk away from this one.
Come on, but no. After a while, you're like, all right, cool. I could do a day with two without sports, but then it's like, wait a minute, I haven't gambled. Like, so it started to make me think. As much as we were like, oh, there's too many games. No, I'm happy there's 82 games in the NBA and hockey and 162 in baseball.
Oh, yeah.
I'm happy. You know what? Because at least there's something on sports-wise, competition-wise, every day that you can watch and enjoy and gamble on.
And I know
that's it.
I know it's popular to say that NBA All-Star Weekend is garbage. I don't watch it. It sucks. It's also, some people say that, especially here in South Florida, the Winter Olympics are garbage. It's stupid. I don't watch. I have enjoyed these Winter Olympics as much as I possibly could. I will say, like, they got ski jumping on right now, and it looks cool as hell.
Listen, bro, anytime there's a competition and there's a reward at the end, you're going to sit down and watch.
And the grease.
Or stop and watch.
And the grease to the fire, too, is that you have that whole nationalism. You have countries against each other and stuff. It makes you just more excited. The hockey's been great. The USA plays Denmark today at 3:10. We're probably going to keep that on as we're about to go, to the Hurricanes game. The skeleton and curling are the
curling.
Two most opposite things in the world, but they are the most popular sports at these Olympics. So one of them is a non-contact sport where you sweep a rock over ice, and I can't totally get it. The other is where you run 1,000,000 miles an hour, go face first on a sled 1,000,000 miles an hour with no brakes. How are two opposite things that popular?
Dan, you're my cousin and everything. I love you, my boy. We'll never do two-man luge.
No! Well, don't even say that. Why is that even a sport? I'm sorry. There's some things you got to just be like, all right, look, no.
That's just certain sports. That's just an individual sport.
That's an individual sport. It's not safe. It's not, for lack of a better term, it's just not right. No, I don't want two-man luge. I don't want two-woman luge. I don't want anything on the luge. Stop. We're not doing two-man luge.
Oh, we're not doing two-man luge.
And then okay. So
I don't know about the other one now.
But I mean, like, I love the bobsledding. I love, I like ice skating. I don't care what anybody says. And we're going to get into what happened with ice skating last night.
And then wait a minute. Here's my thing. If we have all these mixed sports, why can't we have mixed luge?
Yeah, that makes sense. Instead of having a two-man luge, let's just have a mixed luge. Whoever wants to be on top can be on top, like any other sport.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'll tell you, man, last night, so, and Vlad, you've been there. I actually thought you were going to be there last night, but Duffy's in Plantation. I'm there on Friday nights for long periods of time. And I don't exactly know what's going on with curling, but I do know that last night, the U.S. women versus the Canadian women played a curling match that lasted over 4 hours, and I had no idea what was going on. I had to leave at midnight. Like I can't watch anymore.
Wait,
What goes on in curling?
midnight? After midnight, it was still on?
Started at like 8, and I left at midnight. I was like, I think, they're shutting the bar down. Sabrina was like, Dan, you got to go. I was like, yeah, I'm trying to see the outcome of this curling match, but I guess I'll listen to it on the radio.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. But apparently matches can go on for a long time. It looked exciting as hell. And I think I kind of started to understand the sport, but then I didn't understand the sport. But yeah, stuff's totally cool.
It was a 9-8 nail biter.
Oh, it was? Okay. Because they take scores away. They give scores. They hit bullseyes. Then they don't hit bullseyes. Then sometimes both teams are on the ice. Then sometimes one team's on the ice. Don't totally get it. But it's all been awesome. And these Olympics have been awesome because we've seen the gamut of emotion. We've seen, after winning medals, men propose to their ladies. We've also seen, after winning medals, men admitting to cheating on their wives.
Mm.
You haven't noticed that, no?
I saw the Italian. Was he Italian? No, I saw some award winner, some gold medalist.
Gold medalist.
And he like, let me, first of all, can't be affecting your mind that much for you to win the gold medal.
Well, it apparently previously happened, and he'd already admitted it to her, but he wanted to admit it to the world.
Why you admitting it to the world?
That would embarrass me if I was her. Or you're
definitely gonna embarrass me if I was her. And you making yourself look like a simp.
Yeah. You want a gold medal, man.
You just want a gold medal. Enjoy it, man. Go back to the Olympic Village and
go back to your wife.
That's not his wife. It's his girlfriend.
Oh, well, then what's the care?
They just met 6 months ago.
I'm out. Okay.
How you in love with Shorty in 6 months?
I think he's trying
and then you cheated in 3. You ain't in love.
He's trying to advertise.
Absolutely.
He's open for business.
Nah, he's trying to get some Olympic. Yo, you already won a gold medal. You're going to get Olympic loving.
Yeah. Oh,
you're going to get, you're a gold medal. You're going to get gold medal loving.
Somebody asked me the other day, you think people get.
Now you trying to get sympathy? Gold medal loving? That's ridiculous. You're a simp.
The man's probably he's got a game plan, man. That's all I could say. And of course, the other story.
It's not a good game plan.
Well, of course, the other story, as we're watching right now, the ski jumping has been very much spoken about. And we talked about this last week, that there apparently injections into your private parts helps your ski jumping.
I didn't get. So
apparently it causes better aerodynamics or something down there as you're
So they're pumping more testosterone in your testicles.
No, we're doing other injections.
Oh, and okay, so you're taking injections.
Maybe it's, a dual purpose. Maybe, it helps you in there and helps you over there.
So time out. So they're taking, for the ski jump, they're taking injections in their private parts or near their private, for their private parts.
Yes.
To give them more
aerodynamics.
Got you.
So these Olympics have been wild. And of course, unfortunately,
I couldn't do that in a luge.
Don't do that in the luge. No.
Mm-mm.
Now, of course, unfortunately, last week, Lindsey Vonn, she crashed on her first run.
She was going there already hurt. Man.
Right. She was already extremely hurt, by the way, we found out. And now she's had to have a couple surgeries. It could be the end of her career. She says she wants to be back. Her dad straight says, if it's up to me, she'll never ski again, at least professionally. Interesting. So keep glued to the Olympics as you continue to follow the Hurricanes and get ready. And one more thing, Vlad, I actually won a bet last weekend.
Did you now?
And I don't gamble a lot. Now, you and Hawk were talking about gambling.
I love table tennis,
women's hockey, and table tennis.
Dog, I was looking for anything the other day to gamble on. I'm gambling on soccer. I don't even know some of these leagues. I even know some of the competitions, tournaments that they're having. I just need to gamble.
So I did take a
degenerate.
bet. I took a bet. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, like most people, drinking, maybe, hanging out with Giuseppe and Nathan and the crew. And
shout out to Giuseppe and Nathan.
Oh yeah, man. And Giuseppe's guys stopped by a couple times during the day, and I was talking to them in Spanish and everything. So I took a bet on the heads and tails.
Oh,
bing!
First of all,
got it.
I want to
for the Super Bowl. I'm sorry.
Yes, I want to thank. What's her name? She does ESPN. She does the gambling. So Erin, is it Erin Nolan? Anyway, she and Teddy Bruschi took heads.
I did too.
And she said no. She said no. Everybody, tails never fails. And it failed this time.
Everybody in the room was like, no, it's tails. And I'm like, it's going to be heads. It's going to be heads. And they were like, you want to take a bet on this? So I bet on it. And, I'm not a big gambler. And lo and behold, I won, which now leads us to the Super Bowl, which I was wrong. I did say the Super Bowl was going to be the most viewed Super Bowl of all time, and the halftime show was going to be the most viewed halftime show of all time. It was the second most viewed Super Bowl of all time.
Yeah, Erin Dolan. She does the gambling for ESPN. And she told Teddy, nope, tails never fails. And he's like, I'm going with heads.
Okay. Well,
and heads won. So shout out to you for taking heads, man.
Yeah. So second most viewed Super Bowl of all time. I was wrong. I thought it'd be the most viewed. Now, here's the other warning.
What was it?
Second most viewed.
Really?
Yes. This is the only thing, though. Now, I won't take a total almost victory lap on this. It is the first time in 4 years that it hasn't become the highest rated Super Bowl of all time. So in the past 4 years, each Super Bowl has eclipsed the other. This year, it took a step back. I also thought Bad Bunny was going to have the biggest halftime show of all time. I was incorrect about that.
No, it was still Kendrick.
Fourth highest of all time. Yeah, Kendrick Lamar last year, number one. But man, was that halftime
But there was
show
a
fun,
drop.
man.
There was a drop after Bad Bunny, right?
Yes.
It was like a big drop after the Bad Bunny performance. Nobody wanted to watch that boring.
But what
Super Bowl.
Well, I had a great time. What a fun halftime show. I don't care what anybody says.
Let me tell you this Super Bowl is the reason why if you throw a Super Bowl party and it was lit, people are going to come back. Because this Super Bowl was so damn boring that you're only staying there because you're having a good time. There's food or there's a lot of talent around you as well. But you're not – that was a bad Super Bowl to watch.
I enjoyed the whole thing. Look, Green Day looked and sounded fantastic before the game. I like the way the X's and O's. I like the way Seattle can hid their blitzes and had people guessing. I like that it was close for a little while. I like the commercials. I like watching Bad Bunny perform. Look,
128 million viewed Bad Bunny, man.
He had a live marriage. He
did a lot, man. He did a lot. Oh, yeah, I know. You were giddy. You're a big Bad Bunny fan. Go ahead, man. Talk about it, man.
I was just stoked, man. Look,
talk about it.
Came out there, played hits, had Lady Gaga come out there for some reason. I have no reason why. I kind of do, but I don't know, whatever. Then,
I ain't gonna lie, that song sounded so different. It sounded really good with the different rhythm. Yeah.
And then Ricky Martin, I really thought, I was like, why is Ricky Martin's younger, better looking son out there? And I was like, oh no, wait, that is Ricky Martin singing a song I had never heard of in my life. Sorry.
It's that protein shake he's taking.
Looked great, by the way. And then you get the word afterwards, like Cardi B.
Oh man, when I saw Jessica Alba, I'm like, oh wow.
I didn't even see him.
I saw immediately. That's Jessica Alba. Man, you crazy?
I didn't see all that.
I saw all that. By the way, I also saw another thing that I was like, yeah, okay. All right. I see what's going on. There was a lot of beautiful Latinas.
Beautiful people.
There was a lot of beautiful people. It was just a great visual representation of just, the life of the Americas, whether Latin, South, Caribbean, North. It was beautiful.
And then I get a word that Karol G was on stage.
Karol G was definitely on stage.
We have to also say today, Feliz cumpleaños
to Karol G.
Karol G.
Yeah, she was on stage. Who else was on stage?
35.
That beautiful, the one that everybody's saying is the one that Tom Brady was talking to, Braxton Berrios' ex-girlfriend.
Oh no.
She was on stage next to Jessica Alba. It was nothing but beautiful.
There was so much going on. I couldn't keep up. I didn't know Karol G was on there. I didn't know Cardi B was on.
No, I saw Cardi B.
I thought she was going to perform because, they could play I Like It Like That.
I thought so too, but maybe they didn't want to do it since, her ex-man was there.
Oh, they broken up.
Oh, they broke up immediately after the game.
Immediately after the game?
Yeah, clearly they were broken up already, but I guess they didn't want
they want to distract.
Right, them asking him all these questions. Dude, are you just showing a lot of pictures of Karol G?
I'm just saying happy birthday to Karol G.
You did that already.
Karol G.
You did that already.
I mean, there's nothing wrong if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch. Look, Karol G.
Yeah, I'm not upset with it. Keep on showing her beautiful face.
They were having the time of their lives over there on that.
It was hey, and what's his name? The great ass actor. He was in Fantastic Four, and he does all these great HBO shows. Pasquale.
Oh yeah.
What's his name?
I couldn't keep up. There's too much going on. I was too busy singing and dancing and joking around. And
Pedro Pascal.
Yes.
Ozuna
was there.
Pedro Pascal was there.
Jessica Alba. Just
It was great. It was great. It was great. I love it.
Absolutely crazy.
I love it.
Great.
But LA next year,
Valentine's Day.
I think they got it. I think they're going with a lady. I think they're gonna go with a lady.
I would expect that.
And I think
I mean, they're not going to have Metallica go out there.
Unless you get C Breezy.
C Breezy.
Mr. Brown.
No.
Why not?
No.
Come on, it's past.
Too much
man.
history, man. Too much
Come
history.
on. It would actually be great because it would be the same city that all that history started.
Oh, no. I'm scared. I love all the halftime shows. Very, very much fun. So
that is a bad tattoo. Heat Coulter is right.
She's got a couple bad tattoos. I will give Carol G is very talented. She's not talented in picking out tattoos. Look, there's this other one in her arm, the heart. That's a bad tattoo.
That's a bad tattoo.
And then this 8-ball on her other shoulder or whatever that is, that little knot. That's a bad tattoo.
Is that an 8-ball or is it like a yin yang? Maybe an 8-ball.
Maybe an 8-ball. You know, she is from Colombia.
We're talking about the pool ball, not the.
Oh, I'm just saying she's from Colombia.
I'm just saying that's what the tattoo looks like.
Yeah, that's what
when you say it's not like a tattoo of a bag.
I enjoyed this. No. Is that where it goes? Is that where this goes?
Yeah.
A billiard. Looks like a billiard. Yeah, so it was just a great time. I enjoyed the game. Look, I just like the football. I like the spectacle. I like the whole show. I like everything. I like every halftime show. Maybe I just like everything too much. That's my problem.
You're so damn optimistic.
I mean, I still think there's a chance Tua could start for the. No, I'm sorry. I'm not going to go there.
It's, you know what? I love your optimism, but it's like I got to beat it down out of I got to beat it out of you. Pause. Because it's like, damn, don't you see what's happening?
Yeah, I know.
And you're like, no. I'm like, it's in front of your eyes, man. No. And it's like, oh.
Tua's going to get cut. So.
Now you find, I've been saying that for a year.
Tua's going to get cut.
And it saddens me when you realize it, and then it's like it finally hurt, like it finally hit you. Like,
the logic starts.
Yeah, when logic hits you, it's like, oh, it's like, yeah, Santa Claus doesn't exist.
Hey, okay, we're going to keep it a buck next. 100% on 104.3 FM WQAM. beside the point. Go listen to some of her music tonight. Turn on the old Karol G. Maybe not the baby making music, but you put on the Karol G. Start singing Latina Forever. Listen to that. Okay, so keep it a buck. We got to keep it a buck, and I'm going to keep it on the sports world right now. I'm a little nervous, first of all, about the Panthers. I'm also a little bit nervous, even though it's early in these Olympics, for this USA-Canada possible gold medal matchup. We've been burned so many times in the past. For the men, yes. I'm confident in the women. We've been burned so many times in the past that I just get nervous now that the United States hockey team will not win the gold medal. I'm not saying they won't, but I'm just saying I'm nervous. I'm keeping it a buck. There's been so many times since 1980, since Do You Believe in the Miracles? Yes, that the United States has faltered. And sometimes it's been directly at the hand of Canada. Blame Canada. Vlad, what do you want to keep a buck?
Commercials suck
in
the Olympic for the Super Bowl. They were terrible.
That was cool.
I only like the Dunkin' Donut one.
Dunkin' Donut one was great. They had some Anheuser-Busch. They had some other funny ones.
With the bird?
Yep.
You like the bird?
I like the birds.
That's all right. But
you really didn't like this Super Bowl.
I didn't like it going into it. I didn't like it watching it, and I don't like it after it. The only good thing was Bad Bunny and the I liked the performance, and that was pretty much it. That's why I was asking you. I was like, did NBC had a lot going on over the Olympics started, and then they went right to the Super Bowl. Super Bowl went right back to the Olympics. Then you have NBA games during the week. Then you have Olympics. Then you have NBA All-Star Weekend. Like, was it just too much? Just too much going on for one network? But other than that, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't know if I wanted Luke. I don't know if Luke Kuechly is a first ballot Hall of Famer.
That's interesting. I did kind of raise an eyebrow when I heard Luke Kuechly.
Like, he is a Hall of Famer to me, but is he a first ballot Hall of Famer?
The longevity would be my issue.
That was it. And then it's almost me going against what I'm always believing. I was like, if he's a Hall of Famer, he's a Hall of Famer. It doesn't really matter. But when I'm also thinking some of the names that were mentioned or that were also up for election that maybe I thought might have or should have gotten there a little bit ahead of him. But yeah, the Luke, to keep it a buck, I was up in the air about the Luke Kuechly Hall of Fame.
Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald, no doubt. And we'll hear from Drew Brees in a little while.
Oh, RVA Richie just came up with the news. Jessica Alba just finalized her divorce today. No wonder she was celebrating.
Bad Bunny was breaking everybody
up.
My
God.
He was
divorcing people
at the same time.
Oh, my God.
Bad Bunny married people and divorced people.
This guy, Bad Bunny, he just signed Malik Beasley to his to a basketball to a contract for the Puerto Rican Puerto Rican team in Puerto Rico, obviously.
My goodness.
Yeah. And he tried to play Carlos Carrera's insurance policy for the World Baseball Classic.
Oh, nice.
This guy's a man for everybody. He's a man of the people.
Man of all seasons, man.
He's a man of the people.
Yeah, but Luke Kuechly, that was an interesting one, though. Like Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald, I hear you on that one. Adam Vinatieri. I'm not saying Adam Vinatieri is a first. In second year of Luke Kuechly was actually it was his second year of eligibility. So
his second?
They did penalize him a little bit.
All right.
And Roger Craig.
Wait, let me ask you this. You think Luke Kuechly should get in the Hall of Fame before Eli? If I could say Luke Kuechly or Eli Manning, Hall of Famer.
I would say, just knee-jerk reaction, I would say Eli Manning.
Yeah.
He won 2 Super Bowls. He won one of the greatest Super Bowls of all time and ended up what would have been a perfect season. He did it in New York, where if you can do it in New York, you can do it anywhere. I understand his record. He was 1 game above 500. Thank you, Dolphins, for giving him that last win. But I just think for what you've done for the game and, what you've done, I don't know. I watched a lot of Luke Kuechly games. I hate to break it to you, as I was living in NFC South country. He was injured a lot, man. He had the concussion issues, which we know out here in South Florida, but like he did deal with that a lot and missed a lot of games. So it had a shorter career. Do you get in? Yeah. Second year. Okay.
I'm sorry. I was just reading the statement.
Bill Belichick doesn't get in.
Jessica Alba and Cash Warren are splitting after 16 years of marriage.
16 years of marriage.
How you mess this up, Cash?
Look, it happens, man.
Damn, 16 though.
I know you would think like 4 years of marriage.
You had it down. Yeah, like you had it held it down for 16.
Maybe he turned a blind eye to a lot of stuff, or maybe she turned a blind eye to a lot of stuff. I don't know. Doesn't get you super stoked for Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. You never know what's going to happen there. They had that remix. They released that remix of Opalite.
She's outside again.
Imagine Jessica Alba outside. Keep it a buck. That should be a reality show. Keep it a buck. That should be a reality
Jessica
show.
Alba's back outside
With Cardi B. And to be honest, let's just throw Karol G in there because her and Fade have broken up. So all three of them
Latina beauties.
Is Alba Latina?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do you think she was on? Why do you think she was part of the Bad Bunny? That was all. Come on, man. He was representing all of the Latin.
So all three of them,
nationalities, countries, languages, all of that.
All three bad ones dancing next to each other.
And they
all three
single.
Bad ones.
One broke up Thursday.
I'd have been on that stage too.
Do you heard what when asked about like any advice for your man on for the Super Bowl, and she goes, "Good luck." Like it was like when when you're in a relationship, when your girl says something and it's with the attitude or the tone, like enough of this guy, I'm sick of him.
Well,
that was the response.
He didn't do himself any favors.
I mean, the guy's a baby producing machine. It's not his fault.
He produced 3 babies with 3 other women.
Like he's a machine.
And I don't want to get into anybody's personal life, but like that's a red flag, right?
I mean, he's a yellow flag as well, but I mean, nonetheless.
And I mean, you're Cardi B. It's not like you're some young girl that met him when you were in high school and you don't know anything else. Like, you're Cardi B. You got options. Of course, that's why she broke up with him. But like, that's interesting. So keep it a buck. We've already discussed Tua. He's going to get cut. No, speaking of baby makers, Tyreek Hill, he's going to get cut. Now we have to figure out a whole.
Oh wait, he's gonna get released, not cut.
Whatever.
You said,
I call cut because that's.
Well, you just said baby making, so if you're gonna get cut,
you know
what I mean. Somebody might think, he's
maybe both.
I mean,
maybe it's the year of the. Oh man, but yeah, so it's interesting to think about all that's going on right there. But yeah, that's interesting that those people have their private lives right out there. So
I'm just happy, man. This summer's gonna be lit. If Cardi B's on tour. She's gonna hit the Merritt Bank Arena.
That'd be awesome.
Karol G, is she on tour?
She has a newer album out,
and Jessica Alba's back outside.
I don't know what she's gonna be up to.
Is J-Lo there too? They should do a movie.
I don't think she was there. Although she did invite Bad Bunny to perform in her halftime
of course.
show.
I think all 4 of them are single right now.
What a world we live in.
J-Lo, Alba, Karol G, and Cardi B. It just sounds right too.
Maybe even Becky G. She could be. Oh, nope. Karol G's not on tour. In the U.S. at least. 2026 tour dates. Let's see. The Becky G documentary was a really good documentary, but they talked about our guy, the guy that played or plays in MLS, who cheated on her. How do you do that? Interesting. She's going to be at Coachella. So Karol G will be at Coachella. So Vlad, April 10th or 17th, if you'd like to go, you can buy a one-day pass. Although they don't let you buy one-day passes. You can buy a weekend pass and go see.
They're dirty out there, bro.
Justin Bieber's performing that day. Sabrina Carpenter all on one day. Oh, that's a whole weekend. I'm sorry. Keep it a buck.
They don't bathe out there.
Keep it a buck. For $1,000.
I'm not doing it.
Well, the second weekend is $955. You get at the minimum Sabrina Carpenter. How many tickets do I want? 6+. Yeah, I'll take 6+ $1,000. You can get Karol G.
You about to pay six stacks for.
Well, don't forget about fees and the taxes. And
are you gonna be living on the field? Are you gonna be living on the ground?
Yes, you have to. No, I got a place to stay. I lived out there for a while.
There's some people that take Airbnbs. I've been
yeah. So Sabrina Carpenter, Justin Bieber, Karol G, and more at Coachella. Man, let's see this, man. Hold up. Let's see. I mean, we're getting a little sidetracked, but nonetheless, Sabrina Carpenter, Justin Bieber, Karol G. She's one of the headliners. Okay, Young Thug is going to be there. The XX, Disclosure, Turnstile, Teddy Swims. This is all one day. Devo, Foster the People. Do you like Sexy Red? No. Moby?
No.
Okay, we're getting kind of done. The Strokes, Addison Rae, Somber's going to be there. David Byrne, Interpol, Alex G.
Yeah, who cares?
Young Thug, Cascade, Big Bang. That last day with Carol G. Major Lazer?
I'd rather do Jazz in the Gardens locally here.
Clips will be there. Clips.
That's a little, you know what?
Clips and Carol G on the same day?
As much as I love the Clips and some of the artists that you did mention, it's too hot and nasty to be out there, bro. I'm not doing Coachella.
Desert. You're out in the desert. It is one of those things. So keep it a buck. If I had $1,000, would I? And I still lived out there in Coachella Valley. Would I go?
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Gregory Gongrid is pissing me off. Nobody ever said that anybody got released. Did you say that somebody? Did you say anybody got released today?
No, I said that they will be eventually, but I didn't say.
So people don't really hear. So keep it in the buck. Gregory Godwin, 4292. Listen, get the wax out your ears and listen. Nobody said anybody got cut today.
Okay.
Just saying. Keep it in the buck.
Nobody got cut today.
Yeah, but he's
And
I've been listening and now I got to go check.
And nobody got released today either.
Nobody got cut. Nobody got released. We actually started. That'd be nasty if you get released on Valentine's Day.
That would be rough, man. That would be a rough one. Of course, guys and girls. Why do we always say guys? Guys and girls. Remember that it's Valentine's
Now
Day.
you're saying Godwin, good win, good loss. It doesn't matter what your name is. You stink.
Guys and girls, remember that it's Valentine's Day. You don't have to get a teddy bear. You don't have to get a balloon.
Teddy Graham?
You don't have to get edible underwear. You don't have to do anything, but just spread love.
I ain't gonna hold you. Back in the days, they had some good gifts to viewers and listeners back in the days. You know, that teddy bear, that you can get sent to your you could send to your girl or your wife at the office. It was some good thing. Good times.
Real, keep it a buck, Vlad.
$29.99. That was a good deal.
Keep it a buck, Vlad. And be honest with me, in your whole life, your illustrious life.
48 years.
Have you ever,
yes,
on Valentine's or the day before Valentine's, stopped at one of those little ghetto pop-up marts and bought Valentine's Day stuff?
Once. What are you talking about?
I'm not talking about the ones that pop up at the gas station. I'm talking about the hood woman. The hood woman just sitting there at the table and crap.
This is not even about me, like, you know.
This isn't stick. This isn't.
Nah, this is, but it's not even about stick or like me, like acting like I'm some like, you know, sex and not bigging myself up or anything like that. But fam, if you had like a couple of ladies that you gotta spend gifts on, there might be somebody you gotta look in like, yo, you're the fourth starter in this rotation. Like you're not gonna get the best. So yeah, you remember like, oh snap, I forgot about so and so.
I'm not even playing.
You got to go to the spot, and you got to know that. You got to know who you're dealing with. You got I call them a bullpen. You know, you got to know your rotation. You got to know the ones that appreciate the idea that you thought about them, and then the ones that you got to spend bread, like your aces. You know what I'm saying? Like your number ones. You that's the one you're gonna spend bread on.
Oh, trust me.
But the 3 or 4 starters or the long reliever, nah. Yeah, you definitely going to the hood spot last minute, try to figure out something. And sometimes you're impressed at some of the things that you created with like $26.17.
I mean, keep it a buck, Vlad. I'm not even gonna lie. On the way to Duffy's yesterday, right there at like 102nd in the interstate, 103rd on the interstate, they had a woman with just a table and some junk. I was thinking about maybe making a quick stop and bargaining with her, because they'll bargain with you.
You go bargain.
I was gonna be like, what are those flowers and a teddy bear? $10. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it.
You know what?
I thought about it, but I didn't.
And I didn't realize how like
thought about it.
The dollar stores and the Five Belows, they be eating off that, bro. They eat heavy. And I do. You know how they eat heavy? First of all, schools now are forcing kids to be very involved in Valentine's Day. So my little nephew, yeah, he had to get cards and everything. He had to like write it to like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, cool.
Keep it a buck.
He's writing to girls. I love that. You know what I'm saying?
Keep it a buck. You used to always have to go and drop your Valentines in each person's box, but you always had that one or two girl you really like, and you made sure they got that special Valentine, that good one, not just that normal one. But
absolutely.
You couldn't put names on them, so you had to demarcify them somehow, like maybe a little bend on the corner, or maybe a little something, or maybe you just put them on top, and then you But yeah, you always put that special Valentine. And like I do it, it doesn't, you have to say something special, just a nice one.
And I know who he likes too. Like, because we go pick him up, after work. So I go pick up my nephew and everything. And you just see him running. And I'm like, I see who you like. I see who you always playing with. And I'm like, and he always having them chase you. I was like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing there. You got the girls chasing you. I like that. Good for you, nephew. But yeah, they're back in the days. Those gifts, they were critical, man. Critical.
So I went from talking about dropping special Valentines into that special girl you have a crush on box to yesterday, possibly, Vlad, if you drove by underneath the interstate on 103rd and 95, me and a Haitian woman bargaining over a teddy bear and some roses for $10. 10.
I ain't gonna hold you though.
15, 10,
There are
14.
Fam, I respect down here too. There's spots around here, like you go down Sheridan, right? A little bit by Davie. You see a man's holding the teddy bear and the flowers for like a nice little 30 spot. You're like, yo, that's what's up. The teddy bear is big. Like you be holding the teddy bear. Teddy bear is like the size of you. Get us a couple of like nice flowers, exotic flowers that you can actually give, not smoke. But yeah, you could, dude. Ain't nothing wrong, but you got to know who you're giving it to.
Hey, look,
and if you got a rotation, like back in the days when you were young, and you were outside in the streets, you might have to hit the little hood spot
10
for like $10 to
10,
get like
3 bottles of water and a lukewarm energy drink, half drank in my car. Take it or leave it.
Say it again.
10, 3 bottles of water and a half drink energy drink in my car. Take it or leave it. Come on.
That's what you're offering the little lady out on 95. 10, 3 waters.
3 waters that are already in my car.
And already drunk.
Half drank. Still cold.
Nah, I'm good. I'll wait for the next man. It's as bad as you are. There's somebody that's even worse. Because we're men. We're last minute guys anyway for us. You know what I mean?
There's a lot going on in the world. I'm out there making a living, paying bills.
Crazy.
You see that nice microwave dinner you're eating? That's my hard work. Oh man, I don't know what's going on. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way.
I pay for them. Get your own.
Happy birthday, Carol G's birthday is on Valentine's Day. She's 35 too. 35. Lo siento.
Oh, they definitely party. Today's her birthday,
and it's Valentine's Day.
And Alba broke up with her husband.
Cardi B, Alba.
And Cardi B broke up with stuff.
And Carol G and Fade recently.
Definitely partying.
Carol G and Fade broke up a little while ago. Though.
Oh man, they probably in LA right now. They probably just took a trip from San Fran to LA for All-Star break, and then they probably gonna bounce to a beautiful island. I'm outside. They outside.
I'm ready. This world is a better. I hate to be like this. This world is a better place because of it. It really is. Mark my words. All right.
2026. What a year.
What a year. What a year. Bad Bunny at halftime, marrying people, divorcing people. Life is good. More headlines after this on 104.3 FM WQAM. So be it, so be it. We will be off the air at 3:30 as Joe Zagacki and Danny Rabinowitz take over for Miami versus North Carolina State, which I have dubbed a solidification game for the Miami Hurricanes, solidifying that they have arrived and they are going to be here for a while. And this is a season you'll want to be a part of. They can win back-to-back, one against North Carolina that was 11th ranked at the time, and then a road game against a very good North Carolina State team. To me, that solidifies that this Miami Hurricanes team is the real deal, and they're contenders in the ACC. Couple of contenders to be Cardi B, Jessica Alba, or Karol G's next boyfriend. Well, that'll remain to be seen. But nonetheless, they are out. Living the dream. Living the dream. Maybe they're here in South Florida. If they're listening, stop by. We'd love to have you on the show. And of course, it is Valentine's Day and Karol G's birthday. So hopefully you and yours are spreading love however you possibly can. As the Olympics continues on, we have the men's hockey today against Denmark. That is a 3:10 puck drop. So we got about an hour before that.
Okay.
College basketball. They even have it up. It's going to be on ESPN2, but you're going to, of course, listen to it right here. You got to hear Joe Zagacki and Danny Rabinowitz breaking down that game. NC State is a 6.5-point favorite, just in case that they are at home. They are the home team, by the way. Dolphins, of course, they're still making moves. They're filling out their coaching staff. Bush Hamden is going to be the quarterback's coach. He is taking over for Nathaniel Hackett, who is here for a cup of coffee, then decided to take the offensive coordinator position at the Arizona Cardinals. Interesting. Nathaniel Hackett. Really, he was here, Vlad, I want to say for 2 weeks in real time.
1 week, boss.
Was it really 1 week?
Literally.
So we talked about it last week. I couldn't remember if it was last week or if it was 2 weeks ago.
I think it was like maybe 7 to 8 days he was there, bro.
Good. We're gonna need our badge card back in. You know, you can't go. John Eric Sullivan.
You even think he saw his office?
That's an interesting question because, I mean, he probably took the job. The first, 3 days, he was getting his affairs in order. He was kind of, getting his house settled or where he's going to live settled, or maybe he was living in a hotel. I don't know, getting his family all settled in. And then maybe he swung by the office, but there's probably a lot going on. They never had a press conference even with him. No, that's interesting. Thanks for the job, but I got a better job. It's only in America, man. Only in the United States. Land of opportunity right there. John Eric Sullivan admitted at the fan event that he's close to making a decision on Tua Tagovailoa. That man might be out of a job soon. And if they do decide, whatever they decide to do with Tua, they will let the man know first, and then they will disseminate the information. So,
I mean, I understand why you have to let people know that you're going to let him know first. I mean, that would be the nice thing or the right thing to do.
Doesn't always happen that way, though. We know that.
I mean,
you always see those guys or girls say, I learned that I was released or cut
on
from TV. Yeah, it's like, oh. Make it awkward.
I wonder who lets it be known. You know what? It's somebody in New York, because the team has to let the NFL know that they're making a trade. So I'm thinking it's somebody. The snitch is somebody in New York who gets the information and then tells one of the Chef D or the reporters what's going on.
So from what I understand is that
that's just my thing.
Agents have relationships with certain
media reports.
Yeah. So basically it's like, you do me favors, I'll do you favors. So they'll leak it or they'll give it first to, let's just say if it's a basketball thing, to Shams, and then Shams, and in case, you ever want to float something out there, with a trade or, raise your player's stock, he might help you out a little bit by reporting that someone said. So that's kind of a give and take right there. It's kind of, from what I understand, a kind of nasty game, obviously, for people finding out they lost their job on TV as opposed to being told by the staff or the organization. Yeah. It's nasty business out there sometimes, but
nasty.
It's the way it is. Canes defensive backs coach Zach Etheridge will leave the team to become the cornerbacks coach with the Arizona Cardinals. So the Cardinals, they're filling out their staff. And they're also, by the way, also going to the Cardinals this offseason, running backs coach Matt Merritt from the Hurricanes. He'll also be the running backs coach there. So you're going to see a little bit of guys and girls leaving the organization or team for the Miami Hurricanes when you have success. That's just natural. And so wait and see. And I know you guys were talking about it earlier this week. Some people are a little upset with the Dolphins coaching staff that we haven't gotten this quote unquote big name coordinator or big name hire as an offensive coordinator or a defensive coordinator. Well, multiple things go to the factor of that. Number one, the last time we got a big name coordinator, how did that turn out? Vic Fangio, not so good in the end.
I mean, it was good. It's just that, you couldn't stand Mike McDaniel.
Right. Like I said, in the
and
end.
Some of the players.
Some players didn't like him. He didn't like some of the players.
And I don't get it because nobody said anything when Anthony Weaver came or any of the other guys. So why are you upset with what Jeff Hafley and GM Sullivan's bring?
I have no problem.
Like, I don't get that.
And look, first of all,
just want to bitch, man.
It's a first-time head coach. Do you really want someone that's been a former head coach in there and possibly?
No. Well, I mean, you know what? Now, hold on now. Now that you bring this point up, I can see why you would want take it from a guy who had to deal with Aaron Glenn last season. Aaron Glenn brought a lot of guys in. It was probably their first time coaching. He did bring Steve Wilkes in, but they butted heads. So if you notice this year, he's brought in a lot of established former NFL coaches, coordinators that can help get his message across. So I can understand if this is a first-time head coach and there's veteran coordinators out there that you would want them to come and help explain whatever your philosophy is. But if you're also a coach, you don't want to hire somebody that might be,
coming for your job.
Interim.
Or
if things don't go right, he's the interim.
I have nothing bad to say about a young and hungry staff, which it seems like Jeff Hafley and, of course, John Eric Sullivan are building. So you got to be a great coach somewhere. I'm okay with the staff right now. Let's just see how it goes. Khalil Ware, he was in the Rising Stars game last night, or at least one of them. He had 7 points, 3 rounds, a block, 10+ minutes of play. Norman Powell going to be taking part in the 3-point contest, while Keyshawn Johnson will be in the dunk contest this afternoon. It's not going to be as late as it usually is on TV because the Olympics got everything going on. So that's some cool stuff. U.S. men's hockey, they take on Denmark today at 3:10. Marlins, they got Sandy Alcantara. He's going to be out there throwing out the first pitch of the season, opening day, March 27th, 7:10 p.m. against the Colorado Rockies. This is Sandy Alcantara's 6th time starting on opening day. Messi got a left hamstring problem. He's going to be out for a little while. He could miss the MLS opener against LAFC next week. That is a week from today. So we've talked about this, Vlad, what MLS is trying to do. They've shortened the offseason for the simple fact they're going to have to take a long international break in June because of the World Cup. Messi did make it official. He will play in this World Cup. As if he had to make that announcement. He did. I don't know. Whatever. We got you, man.
Okay.
We were expecting you. That's like you're throwing the party. I will be attending my own party. Like we expected. We expected you to be at your own house party. Yeah.
That's historical.
And I guess Argentina is probably the favorite going into the World Cup. I want to say at last I checked,
I would think so.
No, we talked last week.
They're definitely one of the favorites, top 4.
Spain is actually
they're always going to be.
Now.
Spain's been the best country in football for a good 12.
A little bit of twist right here.
Years.
So, oddly enough, Spain
España
favored, right behind England, then France, of course, Kylian Mbappe, then Argentina, then Brazil. And then I'm not going to keep going down the list because I don't want to see where they're putting my beloved U.S. men's national team.
Probably like 12th.
You'll see. You'll see. That's why we play these games.
Mm-hmm.
Nonetheless, can we get into this Uruguay-Cape Verde game is my main question. That's a main question. Panthers, they're on that Olympic break until the 26th when they play the Toronto Maple Leafs. 2
more weeks, gentlemen. 2 more weeks, ladies.
Enjoy the Olympic hockey because we got a lot of Panthers playing for numerous amounts of teams. So it's exciting to see whether it be USA, Canada, Finland, Well, their countries. It's been great times. Canes baseball opened the season last night with a 13-2 rout of Lehigh. They're ranked 22nd in the nation, by the way. I'm talking about the Miami Hurricanes baseball team, not Lehigh. They play again today at 6, just in case. They play again today at 6. So I've heard, now I'm not getting too deep into it, but Mark Light Field has those famous shakes. They always have a shake that they special make for the opposing team. Lehigh is from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, which is the birthplace of hot tamales candies.
I thought you were about to say it was the birthplace of young Jesus Christ. But we
Different
all
Bethlehem.
know he was Bethlehem. It just wasn't Pennsylvania.
Semantics. No, I'm joking. So the hot tamales were actually invented in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Hot tamales.
Not the tamales, I'm talking the candy. So they have a hot tamale candy.
Yeah.
It's a spicy, sweet treat.
As a milkshake?
As a milkshake, yeah.
I don't
They
want
get
no-
creative, man. They get creative with
I
that
don't
stuff.
want no spicy shake.
Go get a Joe Zagacki.
Oh, not that type of spicy.
You can get a Joe Zagacki.
Can't go wrong with a Joseph Kaki.
Nah, man. And Joe will tell you what's in it. It sounds like it's decadent and delicious. And you'll hear Joe's decadent voice on these very airwaves very soon at around 3:30. He's going to have the pregame along with Danny Rubinowitz for Miami Hurricanes and NC State Wolfpack. Let's ride. Let's ride. So the Hurricanes baseball team, they have started the season. I'm getting excited about that. Speaking of getting things started, let's take a step into the day spa. You love to hear this, Vlad.
Do I?
A female swimmer in Australia.
Okay.
She lost her prosthetic leg while swimming in the ocean.
That's messed up.
It washed up 10 months later, 15 miles down the beach. Reunited.
Oh, somebody gave it to her? Or she found it 15 miles down the street?
Somebody found it. Not down the beach. Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, reunited. I wonder what she did for those 10 months. I guess she bought a new leg.
I mean,
Yeah. Maybe she kept looking.
nah.
Prosthetic legs, I'm guessing, are not cheap.
No, you saw
Although they have universal health care in Australia, so that's probably okay. So she's good. Oh, she's good.
You saw The Fugitive.
We're good.
I just want to know. So somebody found it, just brought it to the lost and found, the police? Is there like a code on there that they could find it, like a trademark number or something that?
It was in a small town.
A barcode?
Small town. They know whose leg it was.
What, she's the only one with a prosthetic leg
Probably
in that
the only
town?
one with a prosthetic leg that lost it in the ocean. Yes.
It's Prosty over there?
Although it was 15 miles down
By the way,
road.
it's Prosty. Sounds funny.
15 miles down the beach, though. So
15 miles down the beach, huh?
yeah, like your cats and dogs.
I'm shocked, like no shark, no sea, no water animals,
bite,
like
yeah, got
bit
a
it
taste,
or
got a
like
taste.
destroyed it.
You know how like you get your dog, your cat, your bunny, whatever tag, they have those little chips. I wonder if you have to chip your prosthetic legs and arms and hands and stuff like that, just in case it gets lost and they find it.
That's what I'm saying. It has to have like some code or
might have a chip,
trademark. Yeah, it has to have something.
Yeah,
That's how they know it's you, because it's like, oh, well, the person who was assigned this is
maybe a VIN number.
as RVA Richie says, Limpy Lisa.
Does your leg have a VIN number? We'll get it back to you. All right.
What if they had it sent and they knew, oh, it's definitely Limpy Lisa's?
Ooh, that's a hard way to take the news.
Yeah, it's bad.
Well, you're gonna have a pit in your stomach when you hear what we're talking about next. If you're a Dolphins fan, a crucial moment in Dolphins history. Maybe not so much for the good. We're gonna get some insight on that. Think about it. As a Dolphins fan, over the past 20 or so years, what's one moment that stands out that if you'd have just done something different, this Dolphins organization would be in a totally different place? I'll let you think about that, and we'll get to that next here on 104.3 FM WQAM. As a Dolphins fan, is there one thing that stands out in your mind over the past 20 years that if we'd done just one thing differently, this organization would be in a totally better place? One thing. Just one thing that stands out. One decision.
We should have one more chance.
One more chance, like that song. Is there one thing? I can think of one. That one thing is Drew Brees.
Drew Breezy.
And Drew Brees was on the Kelsey Brothers podcast.
What do you say?
And he spoke about Miami, New Orleans.
He 6'7" it?
How close were you to ending up a Miami Dolphin?
Miami, yeah, close. I mean, on paper, that was an obvious decision. It was Miami all the way. Miami had Nick Saban. They had just come off a 9-7 season where they won like the last 7 in a row. So they kind of had it figured out. Defense was lights out. Zach Thomas, Jason Taylor. I loved all their coaching staff. They were running the same offense that we were running. I'm sitting there eating dinner on Wayne Huizinga's yacht. He's there at dinner talking about, hey, we're going to go play golf in Scotland every summer with Dan. No state income tax. I'm like, dude, this is on paper. Miami, here I come.
Yeah.
Right? And then on the flip side, you got New Orleans. 6 months post-Katrina, some unknown head coach named Sean Payton, right?
Yeah.
Who's this guy, right? So again, on paper, it's like, this is so obvious, but I'm not leaving anything to chance. I'm going to go and I'm going to give each one like it's fair opportunity. Like the Miami trip was amazing, with the exception of they put me through the ringer, like 6 hours of this medical testing. Because I was only like 8 weeks post-op on an 8-month rehab. So I got this feeling of like doubt. And then their doctors were the ones who told Saban, we think he's got a 25% chance of ever coming back and playing again.
Jeez.
Holy cow. And I go to New Orleans and it's like, you are our guy. We're building this offense around you. They did everything they could to kind of roll out the red carpet despite all the circumstances. I mean, New Orleans was still destroyed. The epic story is Sean Payton, after this great visit there, gets lost in the Lakeview neighborhood. We're driving through there and houses are off of foundations, Chevy truck upside down in the living room. All of a sudden, car stops. There's a tugboat in the middle of the road. And I'm looking at my wife like, are you seeing what I'm seeing? But it was also one of those moments like, man, this is so much bigger than just football.
Right.
Like we get to be a part
yeah.
of the resurrection of one of America's greatest cities. And so that was the determining factor.
As a Dolphins fan, does it make your stomach just go, oh? Or does it give you some solace and you say, well, look, it was meant to be. Maybe
Ain't
there
no
was never...
solace, B. Nobody want to hear that BS, man.
Look,
Get that ish out of my face, man.
Drew Brees basically told you there. Easy decision. Miami.
He wanted to come to the MIA. And everything we've heard is pretty much the same. Saban said the same story. The team doctor said what it was, and they didn't want to take a risk on paying on somebody with a shoulder injury. They'd rather take the risk on somebody with a knee injury.
And they said he was only 8 weeks post-op, and they ran him through 6 hours of tests. And they decided, you might only have a 25% chance to play. This is why every decision that this Miami Dolphins team is making right now, whether it's John Eric Sullivan, whether it is Jeff Hafley, whoever the quarterback is going to be next year, that right there is a shining example of why these decisions are the utmost important, because a simple decision like that may not seem like it has huge ramifications at the time, could totally change the trajectory of your organization. Imagine if Nick Saban went in there and said, "The hell with you. I have 100% control of this team. I want Drew Brees." Guess what? There would be a Super Bowl parade have happened in this town.
Blame Randy Moeller.
Randy Moeller does not get blamed for this.
Not Moeller.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
Not Moeller. Mueller.
Okay.
That was the GM of the Dolphins at the time.
But once again, let's remember, Nick Saban had 100% control of the team. That is 100% on him. He cannot pass the buck on this.
All right, so this is the details. Mueller stated the Dolphins had agreed to a contract terms with Brees, 5 years, $50 million.
Brees wanted it.
He wanted the deal fell through because Brees, who was recovering from shoulder surgery, failed his physical with the Dolphins team's doctors.
6 hours at 8 weeks after an operation? Now, like I said, if you're a Dolphins fan, maybe you can take some solace in that Drew Brees said.
And he also said, this is what Mueller said. The friends of the doctors were friends of Huizenga. So, if the doctors of the team owner is saying that, basically Huizenga is not going to sign. And that we all know Huizenga at that time. Cheap. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's on ownership, and that's on ownership. So I'm going to take back from Mueller. That's on ownership. And guess who has the final say? The guy that signs the bottom right hand of your check. If they still do that. It's probably like direct deposit.
Nick Saban had 100% control of operations.
So they say. He could, but yeah, you could have. But guess what, fam? As much as you have 100% control of operations, you still have to answer to a boss. And that boss is the ultimate boss of boss. He's the man or woman that signs their John Hancock or Jane Hancock on the bottom right side of a piece of paper with their name and business and holdings on it. And if he says, I don't want to pay $50 million for the next 5 years to an injured quarterback, as great as that quarterback is, he's not going to get signed. So what was Miami's fumble was New Orleans' touchdown.
See how one decision, for the most part, one decision totally changed the trajectory of two organizations. Just think about that. So this year, when you go into this new year in the NFL, and these guys, Jeff Hafley, John Eric Sullivan, heck, even Stephen Ross, because like you said, Vlad, he signs the checks. When they go in and make a decision on who they want their next quarterback to be or how they're going to proceed in this next quarterback situation, I tell them, don't take it lightly. Don't say, we're just going to get a bridge quarterback, or we're just going to do this, or we're just going to figure it out. Because if you make the right decision on a few things, really good things can happen. The Saints made the right decision on the coach, Sean Payton, an offensive-minded coach that had never been a head coach before. Saints didn't really even make the decision. The Dolphins made the decision for them, but they made the decision to make Drew Brees their guy.
I mean, here's the thing. There was two quarterbacks that were available for the Dolphins. It was a bad shoulder and a bad leg. I think if you're going at that time, you're probably going to go with the quarterback who's more mobile. Because even as much as we want to say now, the mobile quarterback, the quarterback that can run and also throw the ball is the most important thing now, or one of the most important things they look at and as a quarterback. It was already changing with some of the quarterbacks that were coming in at that time. So Drew, the fact that Dante was he was a big boy, but he could move. I think that was probably a deciding factor.
I understand this.
But
the point
is that
decisions.
Somebody should have lied to Wayne and been like, nah, he's good. Because that's the thing. I need to be there. Somebody had to be a fly on the wall during that physical, man. Because if one guy's coming through a shoulder surgery and the other one's coming through a leg surgery, the knee surgery, I would think the knee. I think the knee would be more difficult to come from.
And you would think, since you want a mobile quarterback, well, now you have a mobile, quote unquote, mobile quarterback with a bad wheel. I don't know.
Right.
But just think about what would have, let's just play like we know what would have happened. The Saints would have been mired in obscurity like they always are, like they always had been, like they always have been. I think the Dolphins would have won a Super Bowl. At least one. Look at what he said. Now, Nick Saban's not the greatest coach in the world, but look, the defense was lights out. He had tools, he had weapons, he had facilities, he had everything that he wanted here.
So once they did not sign Drew Brees to that 5 years, $50 million, they've decided to trade for Dante Culpepper and his 10-year, $102 million deal that he signed.
Wait, 10 years?
He had signed a 10-year, $102 million with the Minnesota Vikings in 2003. And then he got traded to the Dolphins March 2006. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Decisions can make a big, big difference. And once again, This is also, if you want to glean something good, if you're a Dolphins fan, some people are saying, well, what's Jeff Hafley going to do? He's never been a head coach. He's been a coordinator. The same thing was said about Sean Payton. What's he going to do? He's a no-name coordinator. He's coaching for his first time. They got to start somewhere. So maybe Jeff Hafley is the next great coach in the NFL, and he's getting to start with the Miami Dolphins. And maybe they make the right decision on a quarterback, and they become the next Drew Brees. And then they continue to make good decisions, and maybe, just maybe, they win a playoff game. And then maybe, just maybe, they win some playoff games. And one day, after making a ton of good decisions, might win a Super Bowl.
You know the Easter Bunny doesn't exist, right?
I'm just trying to tell you how simple decisions like that and hitting on the right people.
Oh, I know
at
you're
the
trying
right
to
time.
do, but you're trying to build up your optimism.
I will tell you this. I didn't see the Saints have a winning season until I was a teenager.
It happens.
I didn't see the Saints ever winning a playoff game until I was in college.
It happens.
I didn't think the Saints would ever win a Super Bowl in existence.
It happened.
And it happened. So let's be positive again. If you're a Miami Dolphins fan, you have probably never seen the Dolphins win a playoff game. Because
Well,
if
you're between the ages of
30 and
21 to 35, yes, you haven't seen them.
you probably don't know if they'll ever get off the schneid. You probably don't think they'll ever make a run. You probably don't think they'll win a Super Bowl. History tells you they will. So if you want to glean some positivity, a few right decisions, and they could. And maybe this reset is exactly what they need. New general manager, John Eric Sullivan. New head coach, Jeff Hafley. We'll see what happens with the quarterback position, but it looks like it's the final domino that needs to fall. Maybe if you hit on those three, we seen what happens when you do.
Yo, baby steps, Playboy. Baby steps. Well, just get to the playoffs and win a playoff game.
Well, baby steps right now. Let's just finish out the deed that needs to be done. Is the other
Oh, what? Taking out the quarterback?
I wouldn't take him out. Let's go ahead and cut ties.
However you want to word it, he got to go. He donezo.
Yes.
So,
Drew
okay.
Brees was this close.
So then, by the way, Trevor was doing some research. The Dolphins are 25-1 Super Bowl odds in 2000. What year was that? It's 2006. Once they signed Dante Culpepper, they were 10-1. So the Culpepper acquisition was considered to be very, very good. But this was all, his contract was null and void unless he passed his physical. So for him to pass the physical with a bad knee, and the doctor said that Drew Brees' shoulder didn't pass the physical,
I don't
there's
know.
some questionable doctors there.
It's how you stay out of the playoffs and not have a playoff win in 25 years, and how the Saints now have a Super Bowl ring. Man, what could have been? I mean, Drew Brees painted the picture that he really, really wanted to come to play for Miami. And Miami made it very, very hard for him. In fact, impossible for him to play
So now,
for Miami.
if or once Tua gets released, traded, however.
Yeah. Once again, if or once.
So then it's all about what you're talking about, Malik Willis.
It's all about making the right decision at quarterback.
But now, if you're trusting Mr. Sullivan and Mr. Hafley,
And they do know Malik Willis very well.
I'm just saying, a lot of their guys are Green Bay associated or affiliated, and you are the South Beach Packers now.
Unapologetically.
Is Malik Willis going to be your bridge quarterback? I mean, that's the question now. Once you let Tua go, you're going to get a bridge quarterback. Then do you draft the quarterback in this 2026 draft? Do you wait for next year's NBA? Next year's draft is supposed to be the equivalent of this year's NBA draft. With so many, not even quarterback, just so many 5-star blue chip recruits coming out next season. Do you wait for 2027 to get that quarterback? I know a lot of people you don't have to give Malik Willis the Justin Fields contract that the Jets did, but that was all guaranteed in that first year. So it was like, all right, I'm going to give you everything this year. Now you got to show and prove. If you played up to that contract, then now we can talk about maybe an extension. If you don't play well to that contract, then hopefully we have another quarterback in line. I don't believe Mr. Ewers is going to be your guy going in. And if whoever you pay as the bridge quarterback, that's your quarterback. There ain't gonna be no competition. They could say that, but there's not gonna be a competition.
As you just heard, whatever they do, they just need to make sure it's the right decision. And the rest will take care of itself. Going to come back, do something or nothing next here on Sports Day 104.3 FM WQAM. Something or nothing time where I go through a list of things that are happening in and around the world, and Vlad, my cousin, tells us whether it's something or nothing. Rhetorical. Jessica Alba, Carol G. Happy birthday, Carol G. Feliz cumpleaños. And
Happy
Cardi
birthday.
B, all out in the streets. That is something, obviously.
Woo, man.
What a Valentine's Day gift to all of us.
Stephon Diggs with the fumble.
Mm.
Cash Wheeler cashing out badly.
Fading away.
And Carol G celebrating her beautiful self with a
Earth
birthday.
strong, man. Earth strong. Carol G.
Happy born day.
We love you. I love you.
I love you.
All right, let's get some more of these headlines. Ilya Melinin.
Oh man, he effed up.
First after the short program, heavily favored to win the gold medal for the USA, by the way, finished 8th.
He stumbled
after the
and
long skate.
fumbled twice.
He said, quote unquote, I blew it.
Yeah, you effed up.
Something or nothing.
That's something. I like he's accountable. He messed up.
Sucks, man.
And he was a heavy favorite.
Those stories break my heart, man.
No, it's good. You
Now
know,
they got to wait 4 years.
oh, NBC loves this. That's their next human interest story.
Damn.
They got it. They got their story for next year.
You never
I mean,
know
the
what's
next
gonna happen in
Olympics.
4 years, man.
Mm.
Never know.
Mm.
Man, it's tough. Jimmy Johnson. Now we're talking about the race car driver, Jimmy Johnson.
Seven time.
He just announced he's going to make his final Daytona 500 start tomorrow. Something or nothing.
I thought he was waiting for 27. Is it 26?
Maybe.
Wow, that's something. The 48 car, one of the best drivers of all time, man.
Mm.
Yeah.
The Ballad of Judas Priest documentary debuted at the Berlin Film Festival yesterday. Is that something or nothing?
It's nothing to me.
You don't like Judas Priest? Breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law.
He said, oh, by the way, we got to change. It's actually 2027. It's his final.
Well, then why give us a year in advance, you dumb
So
race car driver?
Wait a minute. You got to give them a year advance so that they all can come see, like every track he goes to, people could come see him, his fans. It's like the John Cena retirement tour.
Mm.
You want to do it.
So
LeBron going to do the same thing.
You think?
Dude, there's too much money out there sometimes for
I think the NBA
for
would,
great athletes that you have to use it.
I would think the NBA would even come to LeBron and be like, you need to let us know a year in advance so we can do this farewell tour and just sell the hell out of it. So yeah.
So he's doing like a couple of races and like he's racing Daytona and then he's gonna do a couple of street race in San Diego.
Street race.
Yeah, but yeah, this is it, man.
Foo Fighters tease new songs from upcoming 12th album, Something or Nothing.
Something for the Foo Fighter fans.
Yeah, man.
You know what? I don't mind seeing it. I don't mind hearing something. Yo, you know what? Sunday. I was a Green Day fan all over again.
They were great.
They were great.
They looked great. They played great. They sounded great. Wouldn't have played Boulevard or Broken Dreams. I'd have played something a little more upbeat. But
so if Foo Fighters want to come out, come on.
Come on, man. Dave
on,
Grohl. Man. Dave Grohl. He's kind of been in battle the past year or two, but that's okay. He's a rock star. Rock stars do those things. Did you hear about this, Vlad? You know, we're talking about the World Cup coming up, and there's going to be 7 games played here in South Florida.
Yes.
And we're trying to get to some type of media row or media hodgepodge or yacht party like we were on for the College Football National Championship. So we're going to try to be involved in some way, shape, or form. Wrestling masks are seeing a spike in sales due to the World Cup.
You know why, right?
Because you wear your country's mask and you
Vanilla.
What are you talking about?
They'll be out there.
What in the world are you talking about?
Vanilla Ice Baby will be out there.
That's not it, man.
I'm telling you, man, they're putting on a mask to hide from people.
It's out of Mexico, man. They're selling most of these masks.
Yeah, they're wearing luchador masks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, because white people want to cover their face?
No, white people. They might be covering their faces.
Oh, yeah. Oh, because you have
officials.
Vanilla Ice Baby running around. I didn't know Rob Van Winkle would be. Okay, so they're hiding from Vanilla Ice. They're hiding from Vanilla Ice, Rob Van Winkle. I misread that one.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense, man. Because it's in North America, which would mean a couple of games in Mexico, a couple in Canada, but most are in the United States. You're coming to support your team, and you know that Vanilla Ice is everywhere. He's coming back. He's performing down here in a couple of weeks. I want to go to that. Lisa, Vanilla Ice.
Lisa and Cold Jam?
Lisa,
or
Cold
just
Jam.
Lisa.
Once again, let's not get too sidetracked, but we've been drinking energy drinks all day, so let's do this.
No, I'm just saying if she's coming with Cold Jam or full force, it'd be dope. Like that's the whole group. Head to toe.
It's gonna be Ice Baby. No, Vanilla Ice, to be honest with you. Events and dates of the schedule. It's got Lisa. It's like an old school jam, and I know we got tickets in this joint, so don't.
But I'm just saying those luchador masks
makes sense. Oh,
yeah, it's the cover. It's the cover.
Okay.
I mean, it's also to support your team, but it's also the cover.
Okay, that makes sense. That does make sense, especially with the state of affairs that this country is kind of going through right now, with everything kind of being a little crazy and wild, and not too much of that. Martin Lawrence is coming. Okay.
Oh, word?
Yeah, man. Martin Lawrence has a March 21st, Saturday, March 21st. Ali Wong, kind of want to go to that. April 3rd. That's going to be Gladys Knight. No pips. Let's see what else. Kings of Leon. That's actually pretty cool. Kings of Leon 2 nights. Okay. Chris Tucker. Guns N' Roses.
This is a Hard Rock?
This is all Hard Rock. I'm trying to find this crazy concert that we're trying to go to.
Well, remember, a lot of these concerts are going to happen after the World Cup. I was speaking to Joe Zagacki, and that's why the Canes are playing a lot of weird games during the fall at Hard Rock, because the Hard Rock is a multi-purpose stadium, and a lot.
Well, this is Hard Rock Live, so
this is okay.
Nobody's gonna play a soccer game inside.
No. Okay. I thought this was a stadium. Hard Rock Live. I don't know.
What about Lionel Richie, Earth, Wind, and Fire?
I mean, Lionel.
Nikki Glasser. I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
Ed Sheeran, Rush, 2 nights, man.
Wait, why are some of these artists using not to knock the venue, but I mean,
because the casinos pay, man.
I'm just saying, like, they can definitely get 20 to 15 to 20,000 easy.
I know. Okay. Wait, no, there's no way it's March 13th, is it? Vanilla Ice, Hard Rock Live. Wait, we gotta find it. We gotta get to this one a little quicker, man. I want to see. Is Cardi B gonna be there?
Oh, Cardi B's in it.
No, that's a different thing. I've gotten cookied by looking her up earlier today.
Oh, there you go.
I do want to go see Cardi B though. March 13th. Let's see, who all is it?
It's in Davie, March 13th at the casino.
But I want to see all the people that are performing.
They're not gonna tell you.
Okay, well, I wanted to say Lisa. But does she have to be with the Colt?
No, she just gotta be Dolo.
Yeah, she's there. She'll be there.
All right, so the lineup is Vanilla Ice,
Ooh,
Lisa, Tiffany,
okay,
2 Live Crew,
oh,
Tretch from Naughty by Nature, Kid and Play, Color Me Bad, Johnny Quest. I can't believe Brian Austin Green is going to be also there.
What is he doing there? Just hanging?
I don't know, but
that's a Megan Fox.
That is the Vanilla Ice tour.
How much are tickets?
$100? It is ranging from $90.55 to $302 on Ticketmasters, but you can check SeatGeek and StubHub.
Put it on the maybe list.
Yeah, but that's who's Johnny Quest? Like, I have a friend named Johnny Quest, but there's an artist named Johnny Quest.
Yes, there's Johnny Quest.
What the hell does he do?
Sings music. He sings like
what kind of song?
Kind of like R&B and stuff like that.
You ain't Johnny Quest. You ain't the real Johnny Quest.
All right. Well, a snowboarding monk in South Korea has inspired the South Korean Olympic snowboard team. Something or nothing.
He's a monk that snowboards, man.
Yeah.
He's already got heavenly powers, man.
Remember the other day when people were upset about that priest who also moonlights as a nightclub DJ? I think that's awesome. I don't know about you, but I've sent you some emails about this too, but let's see. 21-year-old British woman. She was backpacking through Australia. She had a stomach ache, went to the hospital.
She's pregnant.
Gave birth. Something or nothing.
Yeah, that happens all the time.
I know, but it's awesome, isn't it?
I mean, it depends if you really wanted to bring another life into the world.
21, there you go. Amira Evans, this is the one I sent you. Amira Evans, A-M-I-R-A. Amira Evans says boys bullied her throughout her life because of her 6'7" frame. But now she has over 100 she has over 100 million followers on Instagram because of her long, beautiful legs. Something or nothing.
Something good.
Hey, look, don't bully, because you never know when they'll turn out to be a buxom 6'7" blonde. I'll ask you the question, and I already know the answer. Would you date a 6'7" woman?
Yes.
Absolutely. You'd be weird to let height get in the way of love.
We're all the same size when we lie down.
Last but not least, a Spanish couple with 2 kids. They're fighting the government to allow them to get married. Now you're probably saying, oh, what's the big deal? They're half brother and sister. Something or nothing.
I mean, the minute you said the story, you should have known that was nasty.
It's just nasty, man.
I'm not even answering. That's just ridiculous.
Spanish government. What are you supposed to do?
Like, how is the mother and father not able to control this situation?
I don't know. I had another good headline too to read to you, but I ran out of time, as they say.
What are you, Tony Schiavone?
Tony Schiavone?
Yeah, I'm out of time.
I'm out of time.
We're out of time. Join us next week on Nitro.
So will you be wearing a wrestler's mask to the World Cup?
Hell no.
Is there any way that we could possibly get into some type of media for the World Cup?
I would hope so.
We're not asking to broadcast live from the game, although that would be great. But just doing some media row stuff. I think they should let us. I
would hope so.
What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to tell you. But yeah, I'll do some work. Try to get us that access. Definitely wasn't able to buy tickets, but then again,
you got 4 figures.
So once again, I can't afford it. I don't know. Okay, so we're getting ready for the Hurricanes and the NC State game. That is going to be coming up pregame at 3:30. We got one more segment to spend with you. We're going to wrap it up next here on 104.3 FM WQAM. Miami Hurricanes athletics have themselves a pretty darn good year so far. Kudos to University President Joe Echeverry. You got the football team in the national championship game. You got this basketball team that tonight could have one of those solidifying games, announcing to the world they are for real when they play NC State, 4 o'clock right here on 104.3 FM WQAM. The baseball team ranked in the top 20. See how it all goes. Miami Hurricanes. All right. Getting ready for that NC State game. Going to be a tough one on the road, though. So we'll get ready for that. It is Valentine's Day. Vlad is wearing red, I see. Good job by you.
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm wearing it for.
Maybe you're looking for your Valentine.
No, I got my Valentine. I'm about to see it.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I know you're going to Old School.
That's where I'm going.
Okay. Where are you going to be today, Vlad?
Old School. Fort Lauderdale. Las Olas. You know where I'm at once a month.
Oh, it's the once a month thing. Okay.
It's the once a month thing, and it just so happens to fall on Valentine. They're doing it on Valentine's Day.
That's
and
cool.
It's just so happened to be one of my best friend's birthday. Shout out to Miguel. And yeah. So get him outside. And of course, Carol G. Feliz cumpleaños to her. And yeah. We're gonna have fun. Yeah, old school. So if you see me out there, you see me, you know the drill. You know the drill. Get me a Heineken.
High five and a Heineken.
High five and a Heineken. And I'll answer your question.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
If you have a sports question, I'll answer it.
I'll answer any type of question. It's all good to me, man. You know me.
What you doing?
Jack of all trades, master of none. I'm going to clear out a storage unit. And that's why I'm kind of dressed down today. You know, I usually try to dress a little nice for work. I'm on a t-shirt and some pants because I got to go clear out a storage unit after this. So that means me clean back-breaking labor. And then, I don't know. I haven't really figured out what I'm going to do with the rest of my day. Then I'll be back here tomorrow with you, Vlad. We'll be back.
Yeah, we're doing a 12 to 4.
Noon to 4 tomorrow. So we're very, 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 very big day. Tomorrow, also, of course, today, old school.
Yeah, man, old school, Las Olas, backyard, Fort Lauderdale.
Do they go old school?
What do you mean old school?
I'm talking about like Fat Boys, early Run DMC.
Yeah, it all depends on who the DJ is. They'll definitely do that. They'll play they play 80s, 90s, 1000s,
2000s,
10s. No. Yeah, that's it. They'll probably stop at the 10s.
Yeah, probably like
certain songs in the 10s.
2011, 2012.
Certain songs in the 10s.
Depending on how they age, yeah.
Yeah, but you hear hip-hop, R&B, reggae, like, yeah.
Do they ever play something that you just go, whoa, I forgot about that song?
Nah. But they play songs like, oh, like, you know what? I don't want to say I forgot about that song, but maybe it's like, oh, this was it back in the days, and then it gets you like in the vibe and get you going. They do a hell of a job. Great food, great drinks. The All-Star game will be always bad ones. Always bad ones.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Always bad ones. And it's bad ones within our age range. That's even great. So you know, that's just people around your age group
good people.
Just enjoying the vibe. So shout out to them.
Carol G's 25. I'm 35 today too, so she's in our age group too. Just letting you know. She's single, so I'm just saying, I mean, like crazier things have happened, right? Just saying.
Her, Alba, and Cardi,
and they're all dancing together at the Bad Bunny.
That's what I'm saying, fam.
They knew what was happening. They knew what they were doing.
I don't know if they. By the way, first of all, let's give cameraman. You understood the assignment. A+, A freaking plus.
Glad you've worked camera before. You know the assignment.
He understood the assignment
every day, all the time,
and he executed.
You got to get the biggest stars on the screen. What else are you supposed to do?
So that's what I'm saying. When I saw her, Jessica Alba, I was like, oh, damn. I look like that is Jessica Alba. I was like, oh, that's Cardi B.
I really didn't
Carol G. And then the Braxton Berrios ex. I was like, damn. Because she was right next to Alba. Yeah. They understood the assignment.
305-567-0560. You can text in. Also, you can jump in on the YouTube and Twitch. Just go 104.3 at WQAM. A couple of interesting texts coming in. 305-567-0560. 561 says, I was recovering, I'm guessing, from surgery in Alabama and was in the therapy center with Brees and Culpepper. And the way each one was attacking their rehab, you could see the difference on who was pushing hard.
Ooh, so he's letting you know Brees was coming back strong, and Dante might have just been, schlepping.
Yeah, taking a little bit of a break.
Thanks, 561.
954 said, Vlad, they lied. They thought Drew Brees was way too short.
I mean, he's just been playing the last 4 years in San Diego at the time.
And been balling out in San
Diego.
And
was balling out at
balled
the time.
out of Purdue for 4 years. Which,
Okay.
I mean, college and pro, I do understand there's a difference.
Okay.
But yeah, that's interesting. If it's true, if you were at the rehab and you saw that Brees was really attacking it and Culpepper was kind of half, what, it might be a cause for alarm.
Could be
cause for note. 561 said, I think famous Dr. James Andrews, orthopedic surgeon, was a New Orleans Saints fan. That is true. James Andrews is a New Orleans Saints fan.
I know the doctor that told from the Dolphins that told him no. I'm just not gonna say his name.
Is it the same one that told Joe Rose all that craziness? And don't say his name.
I'm not gonna say his name.
Okay.
But everybody knows.
Getting back to my positivity, 561 says, Dan Day, you could put a smile on a pile of poop. God bless you.
You are the most optimistic person I've ever met in my life.
Very happy, man. I'm just happy with life.
It's a great thing.
I mean, I've gone years of help for this.
Really, no, I listen. I kid you, but I appreciate your optimism, because some people might think I'm very pessimistic. I just think I'm just real. So I just see it from all sides and come up with my conclusion.
I understand. That's fair. We also got some YouTube and a Twitch going on right now. Let's see. So we've got a Milli Vanilli reference from Heat Cult. That's always fun.
I know, girl. You know it's true.
Clowny Son says, bring it back old school. It's probably me referencing the Fat Boys.
Well, yeah, and also the fact that I'll be out there backyard for a lot of them. 5 to 10. That's another
right
thing.
Next to Revolution Live?
Yeah.
It's right next to the fake grass and fake turf, and I don't know. I was there one
night. Is it fake turf? I mean, I don't know.
Or it's just whatever you call it. Yeah, I know where it is. Yeah, I've been there.
Is that old Voodoo, guys? I think it's the old Voodoo Lounge.
Voodoo Lounge.
Yeah, that's for the Voodoo Lounge Wednesday nights back in Fort Lauderdale. Whew, that was it. Ladies free. It was great.
Break out the old school flat top.
Like Kid and Play?
Yeah, I mean they're coming to town too.
Well, no, Clowny Son, you're right. Kid just did announce recently that he's been battling, I think, cancer. So it'd be very interesting to see if he's gonna be at that performance, because he's dealing with some things. So, prayers out to him. But I'll definitely go to an old school concert like that. Definitely.
Absolutely.
But please, I don't want to see people doing the old school moves.
Oh, that's the fun.
Nah, bro. I don't want you 50 years old trying to do the Kid and Play one leg over the other. I don't want to see that. That's injuries waiting to happen. Get the paramedics.
Cringe-worthy moment of most concerts that I go to, especially when it's not a young crowd, it's like a middle-aged, older crowd. In the bathrooms after, you're going to the bathroom, getting ready to go home, and you've had drinks.
Are they puking?
No. Some guy, because I'm in the men's bathroom, decides to start singing the songs. And it's like, oh, don't do this. And then other people start chiming in. I'm like, oh, no.
Wait, y'all having a sing-along in the men's bathroom?
Disgusting. It's weird, man. Like, I don't like it.
Wait.
I'm just ready to get out of there, man.
You've been in the bathrooms?
Yeah.
And y'all having sing-alongs?
I'm not having a sing-along. I'm trying to do my business and get out of there. I just want to go to the bathroom before I got to drive home. You know my favorite part of the night? No, don't sing it. Take me to the place I love.
And they be belting out, right?
Take me all the way.
God.
And then people say, I don't feel like I did that. I'm like, oh, this is not the place. Oh, no, it's not.
So what stops it? The flushing or the
Oh, probably when they finally get to the urinal or get to where the toilet, they kind of have to take care of business. So people stop singing. But oh, God.
Sing along in the bathroom is disgusting.
It's weird, man. Just imagine walking by and hearing that. Be like, what the? No. Go in the bushes. I don't know, man.
Yo, I haven't seen alongs in the bathroom.
I'm not. I've been at these concerts where people do that.
That's a different mic check, boy. I'll tell you that.
I was ready to punch a guy at the Jane's Addiction concert. Like, this is not the type of band you sing along to, much less in a bathroom. Or not even sing along to, because they're finished. This is after the concert. They're just oh, gosh. All right. Well,
That's crazy. I didn't know where you were going with that story. I'm thinking they're doing they're doing bumps in the bathroom stall. They're doing somebody's dropping the deuce.
Yes.
But you're telling me they're having sing-alongs, not you.
Yeah.
But you're saying people,
yeah.
men, are having sing-alongs from concerts in the bathroom that they're using.
It freaks me out. Okay. That's happened more than once.
I've heard it all now.
More than once, by the way.
Mm.
It's usually rock concerts. I will say that.
Yeah, you think that's happening in a hip hop concert?
No one's singing "Shook Ones" Part 2 in the bathroom.
Somebody. I'll let it go.
yeah, very odd choice right there. I get that.
I was like, out of all the songs,
it's because I played it last night and I thought about
all the songs in hip hop and the scenario we are describing, you say "Shook Ones."
Sorry, California Love.
I'm just saying, if there's anything you're doing in the bathroom,
keep their heads ringing. Nope, that's another. No, it's not good. Not good. Party Up, DMX. That's a good one. Nobody's singing that in the bathroom.
I don't want to hear y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here while I'm you. Come on, what is wrong with you?
People are messed up, bro. I don't know. John Eric Sullivan admitted at a fan event that he also sings in the bathroom after concerts.
That's
crazy, man. Why did he even bring that up? I don't know. He said to his time is ticking on a decision. Not saying he's gone, on a decision being made. So they said that they are making a decision on.
What if they come back and say they still need, the decision is that we still need more time?
Yeah,
that's very Dolphin.
They reserve that right. Oh, what if they come back and say, you know what? He'll be our starting quarterback next year. We've made that decision. No, they said there was going to be competition no matter what. So we'll see. Canes basketball coming up in about
20 minutes. 20 minutes.
20 minutes for
pregame show.
Pregame show. Last night they had the Rising Stars games at All-Star Weekend for the NBA in Los Angeles. Khalil Ware had 7 points, 3 rebounds, and a block in 10-plus minutes. Tonight, Norman Powell will be in that three-point contest, while Keshad Johnson will be in the dunk contest. Are they going to have it on at the backyard? You're saying yes?
The back? Yes. They have
TVs.
Yes, they have TVs. Great food, great drinks, great DJs, great atmosphere, great vibe.
Is Lil Wayne Go DJ? Is that considered old school? Because it was from like 2010.
Yeah, but I don't know if you're gonna play it in this. Like when you're talking about playing, it's very old school. Like it's really the songs that the joints that we love growing up. What made us love hip hop.
Okay.
So it's that type. Or when you find your favorite artist when they're first coming out. Like you're gonna hear 96 Reasonable Doubt Hove. You're gonna hear Enter the Woo. You're gonna hear Ready to Die. You're gonna hear Doggy Style. You're gonna hear Chronic. You're gonna hear
Naughty by Nature.
You're gonna hear Naughty by Nature.
What about Onyx?
You're gonna hear Time for Some Act, Early Redman. You might hear Onyx.
You should hear some Meth and Red.
That's
from 2000.
The Rockwilder. You definitely could hear that.
Yo.
But that's also you gotta, if you're a great DJ, the songs are the blends to mix to get you from.
You got that feel,
right? One genre to another genre, or one
era to another era.
Exactly.
We got USA and Denmark just dropped the puck over there in Milano Cortina, Milan, Italy. So we'll see. Hopefully USA can get another win. Of course, they took care of Latvia the other day. Latvia showed themselves pretty well today, defeating Germany 4-3. So there you go. Let's go USA. USA all the way.
Mm-hmm.
The Marlins officially named Sandy Alcantara the starting pitcher for opening day. It's going to be March 27th, 7:10 p.m. against the Colorado Rockies. That is a Friday, March 27th. That's why we're guessing it's a 7:10 p.m. first pitch. And Sandy Alcantara has 6 times been the opening day starter. So this team's starting to fill up their lineup. They got spring training games starting a week from today against the New York Mets. It is going to be in Port St. Lucie, from what I understand.
Okay.
You and I will not be attending spring training because we can just go right down the road to regular games in the season. So,
and we're also doing the WBC,
World Baseball Classic.
C.
Oh, what a time! Oh yeah, we're gonna go to a midday game between Italy and Israel on a Wednesday. It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great. I can't wait. Cannot wait. There's nothing like picking you up at like 10 a.m. or earlier than that and rolling out to the arena, the stadium, and hanging out. Man, it's awesome.
I hope Officer Perez is out there.
I think I saw her again, to be honest with you.
Mm.
There's just, I mean, unless they have just a bevy of unbelievably beautiful and shapely police officers here in South Florida. I think I saw her again. I tried to get a look at her nameplate, but just was a little awkward, and she's a cop. So, Officer Perez.
Okay.
Messi has a strained left hamstring. Due to this, he's questionable for Game 1 against LAFC. That's a week from today, Vlad, out in California.
The 21st.
Yes, a week from today, MLS starts. And this is the first game of MLS, by the way.
Okay.
Because, of course, Inter Miami, they won the MLS Cup, so they get to inaugurate the season. And LAFC is the second highest earning team in Inter Miami, so in MLS.
So is it safe to say that's going to be a Fox or FS1 game?
Yes.
Okay.
I would assume Fox straight up. That would be my assumption, but I'm not in charge of programming over there, but I would assume. Panthers, they're on a break till the 26th when they play the Toronto Maple Leafs. A lot of things have to fall in place. I was talking to some people last night that said, you know what? I don't want to see them force Barkov back.
Are we down 1-0 already?
Yeah, wow. On 2 shots, Denmark's up on us 1-0.
Hey, fam. Speaking of shots, I know they're a host country.
Ooh.
Stop playing Italy, man. I'm sick and tired of seeing Italy play. I was watching the Italy women play. They were getting their ass handed to them.
They tried to get in a fight with the U.S. women.
Dude.
How do you think that's going to go?
That goalie had like 22 shots shot at her in the first period. And then midway through the second period, it was like 30 shots to 2.
It was unbelievable. And then they tried to pick a fight. And the USA woman was like laughing, like, why are you doing this? Why, you're embarrassing yourself.
They got a sister too, I think.
The Italian team?
No.
Or the US.
US.
Oh, that's believable. Hockey is a...
Nah, she was scoring. She was working.
Man, I will say, though, watching the skeleton yesterday, Mystique, whatever her name is, Mystique Rowe, the sister that does skeleton for the United States, not too good. Not too good, man. I'll be honest with you. But it's not beautiful. Hurricanes baseball team beautiful, though. They got a 13-2 rout of Lehigh yesterday to open their season. They play again today at 6 o'clock Mark Light Field, Alex Rodriguez Stadium. We're going to have to go to a game this year. We try to figure out, get a little roll down to Titanic, and maybe go to the game, maybe afterwards. What is it? Where do you choose to go for food? You want to go to Miami's Best Pizza, the Big Cheese?
For what? After the game?
For food after the game. Miami's Best Pizza, the Big Cheese.
It all depends what you had at the game.
Oh yeah, I usually don't eat at the games. I usually just roll and let the beers hold me over.
I'm not gonna have, like, if we go to a game, I'm not, and I had like chicken fingers or fries and stuff like that. I'm not having that for like the big meal after the fact.
No. That's what I'm saying. You go
I might go to, you know what? I might go to the Peaks. I might go to Flanagan. I might go just to a little. I don't want to say little. I might just go to the spot and just order some food from there. Just continue watching the games in there, but nothing crazy. A pizza's cool.
Okay.
Pizza's cool.
It's just right outside. That's why I say that. Or go back to Titanic, get some food. They have all types of stuff. We'll figure it out. We got to first of all figure out what game we're going to, and then we'll decide. Speaking of deciding, one more time, let's take a step into the day spa.
Yeah, you need to be clean.
A woman from Scotland met a man during a trip to China.
Okay.
After meeting him just 4 times, she moved across the world to live with him in China.
His game was immaculate. For you just talked to Shorty 4 times and then she moved.
It better be one of the cooler parts of China. I've never been, but it better not be some boring part of China.
So she's from where?
England.
And she's from Scotland?
Scotland, actually. She's from Scotland. He lives in China.
But he's English.
I didn't say that.
Oh, no. He's just, okay. So she just moved from Scotland to
China to be with this guy after meeting him just 4 times. So she met him on the initial trip, and there's 3 obvious meetups, and then now she's living in
China. His game was good.
USA just got him back. Give me that back.
All right.
Score is tied 1-1 against Denmark.
You know what? Good luck to those kids.
Yeah, I know.
On Valentine's Day, hopefully.
That's a love story.
That's a good love story.
That is a good love story. Makes me feel good. Makes me feel warm inside. So I don't good happy endings for everyone right there. So let's see. USA gives us the goal, and we are now. Ooh, what a nice little wraparound goal for old Team USA. That was I didn't catch the name. Nonetheless, it's good to be even again with Denmark, because you don't want to go down in these pool plays. World Cup, we'll learn about that as it gets on. We're trying to have Daniel Solano on. I text him. He never texts me back. So join the club, Daniel. No, I'm going to joke. We're going to have him on, try to talk a little bit about what's going on with Messi, what's going on with this Inter Miami team, because they get their season started next week. We're still filling out the Marlins roster. And then, of course, today we have a big-time game for the Miami Hurricanes. And I'm not just talking about the baseball team taking on Lehigh at 6. We're talking about in about 12 minutes from now, the pregame for Miami Hurricanes and the North Carolina State Wolfpack. Vlad's got a big day because it's Valentine's Day, and he's going to Old School at the Backyard in Fort Lauderdale.
See,
I got to go clean out a storage garage, so that's going to be huge.
That's dirty, man.
But eventually I'll make it to a bar. Like I said, what I like a bar or a restaurant is watching the All-Star Weekend stuff.
Yeah, you'll be able to watch that, and then you're going to go right into the Olympics.
With no sound. Well, hopefully I'll be at a bar or restaurant that has multiple TVs, and they'll have All-Star and Olympics, so I can kind of just go back and forth. It's kind of the best of both worlds. And, you don't have to exactly hear commentary on, especially like the skeleton, although, I mean, that's cool, but even on the NBA three-point contest. So it's cool, man. You kind of sit there, have a few drinks, maybe some food, and relax and have a good time. And then get ready for tomorrow, as we'll be here from noon to 4, which should be pretty cool. Right now, what is it? North Carolina is beating Pitt pretty badly. So North Carolina is bouncing back from their loss.
You know what? That's pretty I wanted to see how they're going to play without their star freshman who injured his hand, his left wrist, against Miami. What's his name? Caleb. Is it Caleb Wilson?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's one of the top 4 or 5 players in the country.
Yeah, he's nice. He's nice. And he got hurt in the Miami game. So they still had, I don't know if there's a timetable in his return. I hope he gets back before the tournament begins, because he's a hell of a player. And I can't wait for this NCAA tournament this year, Dan.
I'll tell you, I watched that Kansas BYU game the other day, and everybody talks about
the Benza versus
Darren Peterson.
Peterson, yeah.
Let me tell you, that Darren Peterson, if he can get healthy,
if he can remain healthy, yeah,
he is unbelievable. He is unbelievable.
And the Benza is
good.
He's nice,
but
dog.
Darren Peterson was
nice.
Darren Peterson looked like God came down and touched him and said, "Play basketball." He inside out, accurate, making passes, playing defense, making plays.
Hits the clutch shots. He takes the clutch, not afraid of the moment.
Can finish at the rim. Like we're getting into the whole Sean Duggan category of cliches.
He got a
strong offhand.
And that's why I got to give a shout out to the U, because a lot of these kids are playing very well, man. Like, I didn't know anything about Renault this year. And he's been a monster. Ernest Uday had a big game. High flyer, and Donaldson and Henderson and Dante Allen. Like, they've got some ballers out there on this University of Miami basketball team. So shout out to Jay Lucas and the job that he's doing. Especially how, we all love Coach L and didn't like how the season ended.
And how his career kind of ended.
And his career ended. And that's, to me, that's on the players. That was on the players on that team. Like, they failed Coach L. Coach L didn't fail them.
We're enough behind the scenes to know there was some strangeness going on.
Yeah.
With the organization, with the players and the team.
But this year
they seem to be as tight a group as you can possibly imagine.
They have been, and they've really listened to what Coach has put forth on them, and set forth on them, and then they've absolutely executed very well, very, very well. And that win on Monday, Tuesday. I'm sorry, that went on Tuesday. That was big. Like, you had to win that. You had to win that because it was right there. They basically, Vegas let you know it was right there. If you saw the line, it was only, I think you were a 1.5 point underdog. So you have Carolina coming off that big victory over Duke. That's their rival. It was a great game. Won it on a game-winning 3, with 0.6 seconds left. They're definitely still living off that experience. This is a big game. You need this. Not only you need this for your resume, you need this to move up in the conference. This was a win that was needed, and they delivered.
And you and I said this going into the Boston College game, that this Miami Hurricanes team, if they want to get into the NCAA tournament, they need to beat the teams that they're supposed to beat, and then they're going to have to trip 1 or 2 teams up along the way.
And we said that was one of them. This was one of them.
Yeah. So North Carolina, check mark that box. Check mark, you beat Boston College.
The other big game that you have against a ranked team is Virginia.
You get Louisville at the end of the
that's
season.
and you have Louisville at the end of the year. But the NC State game this week was very critical for them to beat Carolina and then to go to NC State and beat the Wolfpack.
If you can find a way to clip, and of course there's going to be winnable games, but you can clip either NC State, Virginia, Louisville, possibly SMU, and win the games you're supposed to against Virginia Tech, Florida State, and Boston College, you're looking really good. You're looking really good if you're the Miami Hurricanes. You win a game in the ACC tournament, maybe some more, you're really, really good. You're really, really good.
So
you're going to get to hear them too. Just a couple of minutes.
Couple more minutes. We get to hear the voices, voice of Miami Hurricane sports, Joe Zagacki, along with Hollywood Dan Rabinowitz, and our boy Trevor's going to be producing, and you're going to hear the great call of University of Miami versus the NC State Wolfpack.
And if you see Vlad out at Hip Hop Day, old school day, at the backyard in Fort Lauderdale, of course, handshake and give him a beer and tell him Happy Valentine's Day. There's nothing wrong. Remind people that it's Happy Valentine's Day. I said that all last night. People walk by and say, hey, bye, Happy Valentine's Day.
Now, who you telling Happy Valentine's?
Just everybody, like couples that were walking by and just stuff like that.
I'm not telling no man Happy Valentine.
I'm not telling a man. I'm telling like a couple or a girl.
So you're telling women. That's what they basically just say that. You're telling women Happy Valentine's Day.
If it's a guy and a girl that are together and they're like, see you later. I was like, oh, hey, Happy Valentine's Day.
I'm not telling them that. They already know that. That's why they're together.
Okay, I'm celebrating their relationship.
You should say Happy Netflix and chill.
No, that's on them. That's on them.
Because that's what they're about to do.
So if you are going to get one of those high-end meals, maybe Sexy Fish, maybe Prime 112, good for you. Have fun. Enjoy it. Don't think about the price tag until you have to pay that credit card bill in about 2 weeks. So let's see if we can cash some checks today with the Miami Hurricanes and the NC State Wolfpack up in Raleigh, North Carolina. Danny Rabinowitz going to have the pregame. Then Joe Zagacki going to have the call of the game. Then Danny Rabinowitz on the postgame. Trevor Harris will be pushing all the buttons for my cousin, Vladimir Louison, at Vlad 2078.
That's where I be.
I am Dan Day at Dan Day Radio.
That's where he be.
And Vlad will be at Old School. We keep it at Old School tomorrow, noon to 4 for my cousin, Vladimir Louison. I am Dan Day. This has been Sports Day on 104.3 FM, WQAM.
Later, fools.